What would you consider to be the signature win of your career to date?
I would say Ryan.
Four, five, six, seven, eight. Ryan, come here. Henry, come here. Let's go.
There's some concern that they continue to creep up the body and block, work done down to the body. Talk about putting it
B3 Pigs TV, we back again. Man, tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely building a our monetization is active, our membership is active, and as y'all can see, man, we got a lot of love and support coming through, man. So y'all already know I'm extremely thankful for everything that God is doing and everybody that's coming through and supporting us. So I'm truly appreciative, man. God is definitely working. God got me, but the devil lurking. At the end of the day, I'm always working. Salute to the beautiful Vacay Bay. Make sure y'all follow Vacay Bay, tap in with her. She's doing a hell of a job on her channel, pushing great content, great conversation. Shout out to you, Vay. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And man, oh, this is supposed, man. I don't even want to get into that conversation right now on live, but man, I'm extremely thankful. This is just another day, man. Another day in the sport of boxing. We have a huge boxing weekend coming up. We have a huge boxing weekend, and um, just what are the implications, right? So I'm gonna do a rundown. We're gonna do a lot of conversing today about the upcoming fights and things of that nature. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm over here trying to multitask. Yeah, I'm definitely trying. I'm good, but I'm multitasking. We're gonna talk about the present day of this. We're gonna talk about boxing, just present day. Everything that's going on. And then we're gonna dang, we're gonna push it and talk about some other things as well in the sport of boxing. So it's a lot of good activity this week. So we just gotta just stay tuned and locked in with me today. We're gonna start with the big the title fight, the fight that was rescheduled with Carlos Adames, Bronco, and Austin Ammo Williams. Now they did reschedule it, so it's going to be this Saturday. It was supposed to be on the Tiafimo Lopez Shakur Stevenson undercard, but they were able to get it rescheduled. Bronco, the champion, had to pull out of that fight, and Ammo Williams stayed in it and actually fought Winnie Toussaint. And to be honest with you, um, I mean, it was a decent scrap. I thought Ammo was going to be able to, you know, force a stoppage against Wendy, being a late replacement. But Wendy showed that he was in the gym ready. And he put on a normal Wendy performance, very durable. Um, and Ammo, he had some good moments in that fight, but he didn't do anything in that fight that led me to believe that he was going to be able to upset Carlos Adames. So that's just what it is. Let me bring in Free right off the bat. Free, good morning, good sir. Appreciate you pulling up. Free, talk to me. Free on me. He may be moving around. So yeah, so in that fight, jump in when you can, Free, if you can hear me. That fight, that Carlos Adames versus Ammo Williams fight, I think it's gonna actually be a great clash of styles in a sense that we're gonna get a fan-friendly fight. This is gonna be a big fight. Now I'm just hoping that everybody can make it to the fight, right? Like Adames and Ammo Williams both make weight, and they able to put on a spectacular fight in Florida. So that's really what I'm looking forward to, just as far as that card. And in just a second, I'm gonna pull up the cards and we'll talk about some of the fighters, fighting this weekend. And we actually have pro box fights tomorrow as well. So we got a decent. This is a good fight weekend right here. Now, and the way boxing has been working, and shout out to Free pulling up everybody in the building. Um, now that we have the zone is really locked in on boxing, the home of boxing. They're pretty much giving us boxing every weekend. They have certain fights in different markets that you won't know who the fighters are, but it's still boxing. If you love watching the sport of boxing, you'll still be able to find shows every weekend on the zone, and even on some weekdays. Salida Promotions has a card this Thursday, so I'm gonna pull up the other cards in just a second, and then we'll chop it up about those, and we'll go from there. Um, Free, can you talk about this real quick? Talk to me, Free. Good morning, and what's your thoughts on this Ammo Williams versus Carlos Adames? Do you feel like Ammo can give Carlos a good amount of resistance and possibly win the fight?
Um, yeah, I think he will give him some resistance. Um, I don't know how much. They got a common opponent in Saras, and Ammo got pretty much beat up in that fight. But we seen Carlos Adonis. He was Saraz got gifted a draw against Carlos Adonis. Mostly everybody believed that Carlos Adonis won that fight. I'm one of those ones that believe Carlos Adonis won that fight. Um, so I think Ammo, he's tough. He has some decent boxing ability, but he does tend to get hit a lot. And we know that Carlos Adonis, he loves to fight on the inside. He loves when his opponent try to put up a resistance that seems to get him going. So I think it's going to be an action-packed fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if Carlos Adonis stopped Ammo Williams. Because Carlos Adonis, he's a tough, durable, rugged fighter, and he tried to put a lot of pressure on his opponent.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. That's a fact. And shout out to Mike Rim pulling up. And yeah, and even in that Hamza Shiraz fight, you could see Carlos Adames. He put a lot of pressure on Shiraz, and of course we know that Shiraz ended up having a hand injury, and he wasn't able to put up his best performance. But based on Carlos Adames' style, um, he's like with I don't have they don't have gas tank issues in the Silas gym. Look at the fight. Look how Rolly performed. Look at Alberto Puello. You know, if I'm not mistaken, is Laura maybe with Silas too? I may be wrong on that one, but Laura may be with Silas. Carlos Adames. His gas tank has been phenomenal. So that's the one thing that he said, and I kind of seen in the lead up is that Carlos doesn't believe that Amber Williams works as hard as him. He feels like he's putting in a lot more work. So we're gonna see. It's gonna show up on fight night if there's any corners being cut.
I would disagree slightly with Carlos Adonis. I think Ammo does put in a lot of work. I just think he's limited in his boxing ability. Carlos Adonis, he can fight from the outside if he has to. He can fight on the inside. It seems like he fights better when he's fighting on the inside, but he can box from the outside. But I think Ammo Williams put in a lot of work. He just failed to Siraj. I think Siraj was just a different breed of fighter for Ammo at that point in time in his career. But I think, like I said, Ammo's a durable guy. He's going to come out there and fight. He's not going to lay down for anybody. I think it's going to be an action-packed fight. Um, I got Carlos Adonis winning this fight because I think he has a little more tools in his tool bag, and I think he's a little more durable than Ammo Williams. I think Ammo Williams is going to break down somewhere probably round 6 or 7. He's going to start to break down, and Carlos Adonis is going to pretty much start to have his way with Ammo Williams.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And shout out to Mike Rim pulling up and Zon. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up. Man, thank you for all the support. If you in here, please tap the like button, smash the like button, and hit the follow button. Help the channel grow. Now, let me pull up this card while we here. I kind of want to see who's going to be fighting on this card, right? Let's see here. Oh yeah, Michael Conlon is also back this weekend. I'm gonna go over the pro box. We'll talk about Lester Martinez free, but let me pull up Carlos Adames, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what the fights are on this card. So he has been inactive. He's been out of the ring for over a year now. So Carlos Adames has been out over a year, and on this card, y'all, essentially the top fights are Corey Marksman versus Jacob Gomez. The Olympian Omari Jones. Um, Omari Jones is fighting on this card as well. He's fighting Christian Gomez. Let me see Christian Gomez record. 23-6-2. Okay. Oh, 23-6-1. Two. He got stopped twice. He's coming off a 10-round loss to Alberto Palmedo and a 10-round unanimous decision loss to Nicholas Floss. So durable guy. Obviously, he lost 10 rounds straight to Floss. He took a beating. And Palmetto, did he get a round off Palmetto? He may have got a couple rounds off Palmetto, maybe. But he got stopped by Isaac Lucero, and he went 10 rounds with Giasov. So Amari Jones and it's an 8-rounder for him, somewhat of a step up, a tough, durable guy. So we're gonna see if Amari Jones can get him out of there. And it's Omari Jones, the Matchroom fighter, not Amari Jones, who was former DHP and now with Golden Boy. Terramona is on this card. He's actually fighting Curtis Harper. Yeah, shout out to Curtis Harper. Curtis Harper coming off an 8-round unanimous decision loss to Ronnie Hines and the Demetrius Salita fighter. So Terramona. Interesting fight. Great step up finally for Terramona. Go ahead, Cook Free.
No, I was about to say, yeah, Carlos Saldana, the last fight he was in, I believe it was the Tarak fight. I believe that was the
Yeah.
last fight that he fought. Um,
Yep.
and that was a bad decision. Most people believe that was a bad decision. Saras did have his way, like probably the first 4 rounds, and then after that, they said it was well. There was rumors or some reports that Saras had hurt his hand. I didn't hear anything about that, but I mean, I don't know. But it looked like Carlos Saldana stepped on the gas once round 5 hit. Carlos Saldana said, "No, I'm not gonna fight from the outside. You the more rangy your fight. Let's take this fight on the inside." And he started to have his way with Suarez on the inside. But Omari Jones, I want to see him back in action because I've been seeing Omari. I haven't been seeing Omari as of late. So I want to see this. This is probably the second or third time that I would get a chance to see Omari Jones in action. So I'm excited to see him, see how he looks because I always get them mixed up too because people pronounce their name the same, but one is Omari and the other one is Amari. My son middle name is Amari, so but yeah, I want to see Omari get back in action because I haven't seen him in a while. I think the last time I seen him might have been the summer of last year, might have been the summer of last year, or maybe the spring. I can't remember when the last time I seen him fight.
Now he's at 154 free, and I believe Amari is at 160. They may, I mean, so they'll probably meet in the future. It's good that they kind of close. Now Omari just signed with Matchroom. His last fight he fought January 24th. Actually, let me see what card that was at the Fontaine Blue. Okay, that was the Raymond Mortaia versus Andy Cruz. Okay, so he fought just recently. He went all 6 rounds, so that's good. He
Oh,
fought
he
Jerome.
fought in January. I
Yep,
don't
he fought
remember.
him.
I don't remember seeing him. I probably didn't even pay attention to that fight.
Yeah, because it was. I know it was on. Since it was on this card, it may have been like Okay, they had Khalil Cole, Jesse Hart, then they had Israel Madrimov.
You know
So
what?
yeah, it was probably on the prelims.
And I was about to say that it was probably the prelims because I saw the main card. I didn't see the prelims.
Right. Right. I'm with you on that. And so yeah, so I mean that's good. That's actually good. That's a decent card. You know, it's I know it's a like a Florida card because Omari Jones from Florida and Emma Williams is from Florida. So Matchroom is, doing their best to allow these dudes to build and have this, local support. So I like what they're doing in Matchroom with Eddie.
Well,
Um,
what you think is next for Carlos Adonis? He get past Ammo Williams. What you think is next for him? You think he's gonna step up to the plate and challenge the old
Lar,
head?
that's the fight I want. I
Because
feel like now, oh
nobody,
no, they had the same trainer, free.
yeah, and
Yeah, that's the
from what
thing.
I've
So
been
yeah.
hearing, Laura wanted to fight with Janabek and he wanted to fight with Carlos Adonis, but seemed like nobody wants to get in the ring with Laura.
Well, I think everybody knows that's a tough fight. I feel like that'd be a good unification, but I can see Carlos going up to 168. Do you feel like he can move through the divisions? Free, talk to me about Carlos.
At 168.
Yeah, do you think he can become champion in 168?
There's a possibility. There's not a lot of competition at 168 right now. There's a few guys there. I mean, you got Lester Martinez who's going to be in action this weekend. You got Chris Mbili. Um, I mean, Caleb Plant is still there. I don't know when he's coming back to action. Um, Boo Boo Andrade is there. I don't know when he's coming back to action. Jamal Charlo is there. He was supposed to be fighting, but he has a setback. Um,
Do you know if that Caleb versus Resendez, was that a mandatory or a voluntary? Because I
well,
want to know if he.
that was a fight for the interim title.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't a mandatory. It was a fight for the interim title,
Mhm.
and that was supposed to be the tune-up for Caleb Plant to fight Jamal. After that, Jamal had his fight. Remember, they was on the same card. Jamal had his fight. Jamal won his fight. Caleb Plant got beat up in his fight and lost.
Yep.
And that was for the
Yep.
interim title. That's how Cindy ended up becoming the champion because he was elevated because Bud dropped all the belts. So they elevated him to the world title holder.
Yeah, and and I'm like with Charlo right now,
Oh, you said
not
was that a
getting
mandatory with Paulo?
not getting the Charlo Resendez fight is bad for business, free, because with Premier Boxing Champions, they put on championship fights. They're not looking to put on now. They could find an interim or whatever, but to make the Caleb and Jamal, I mean, for the fans, fans don't really care about the belts and to that extent over a fight. So I know we'll accept the fight, but for them to put it on the right way, they want a title on the line. They
I
want
mean,
to be fighting for something. So
it was supposed to be a title on the line, but Caleb Plant lost. And from what I was
yeah,
hearing,
yeah.
Jamal still wanted to fight, and they were supposed to be negotiating that fight. For whatever reason, Caleb Plant didn't accept the fight, and Jamal ended up getting a fight with Cindy. But like I said, he had a setback, so that fight is off. Cindy is fighting. I forgot who Cindy is fighting.
Jaime
Oh,
Munguia.
Jaime McGill. He's fighting Jaime McGill. So, but yeah, that was Caleb Plant fought because, like I said, Jamal wanted that fight, and they was supposed to be in talk of making that fight, but for whatever reason, Caleb Plant didn't agree or didn't they didn't come to terms.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for us as boxing fans because we want that fight and now when they made the fight free with Resendez and Caleb was the interim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kayla was the interim title was on the line. Kayla was the interim title holder, but Rasindi beat him and became the interim title holder. And then they elevated Rasindi when Bud dropped all the titles. So that means Caleb Plant would have been the WBA world champion if he would have won that fight against Rosindi, and the Jamal Charlo and Caleb Plant would have been for the WBA title.
And yeah, so that being in that interim position is extremely valuable and important in this day and age in the sport because all it take is one decision and you a champion.
These
You
guys are
know,
dropping belts left and right now. Like I
yeah.
mean, they don't be caring about the belt. They're like, look, I ain't trying to pay all this daggone money. I'm just going win the fight, get the belt, and then drop the belt. I go
Hmm.
down as a world champion, but then I relinquish my belt. And I mean, that's their right if they want to relinquish the belt. But what it's going to do, it's going to start making it harder for these guys to get championship fights because the sanctioning body going to say, nah, you trying to skip out on paying us the money for the belt. We're not doing it. We're not putting you in position to fight this guy, or we're not going to sanction that fight.
Right. Right. Now, what's your thoughts on this guy? I mean, the WBC, they never cease to amaze us, free. I mean, these guys, they gonna literally give Jaime Munguia another title shot. Um, I mean, didn't he his last fight he popped dirty versus Ross. So these guys, they don't have no standing, man.
Oh,
They
Jaime
not.
Maria?
Yes, Tommy McGee popped positive for Saras. They kind of tried to. They said they. I guess they. I can look up the exact ruling on it free, but they pretty much
When did
white.
Jaime Maria fight Firas?
Oh, they rematched on the Canelo undercard.
That
Oh,
wasn't Firas. That wasn't Firas. That was the Frenchman that knocked Jaime Maria out. That wasn't
yeah, that's his
Firas.
name, free Bruno Saras.
Oh, his name
You
is
might think
Firas.
somebody else. Uh huh. Yeah.
I'm thinking about Firas. I'm thinking about the 168 Firas, the one that
Oh,
that
Shiraz.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on, Firas. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did hear him pop dirty for that fight. I did hear him pop dirty, but it's like he popped dirty, but then it went away. We never heard
Hmm.
enough about it because he popped dirty first, and then shortly after he popped dirty, Jennebeck
Yep.
popped dirty.
Yep.
Now Jennebeck got stripped. He got stripped and got suspended for a year, but Jaime McGinn ain't nothing happened to him.
Yeah, they pretty much found a loophole, was able to kind of get it taken care of, and I mean, that's wild work.
Yeah,
Now, while we here on this card, free, um, I mean, and of course, it's on Mexican, uh, well, Cinco de Mayo, right? Not Mexican Independence, but it's on Cinco de Mayo, the Benavidez Zerto card with Resendez and Jaime as the co-main. They also put Oscar Duarte versus Angel Fierro, and then they have Isis Lucero, who's a knockout artist. He's fighting this guy, Sandoval. What do you think about those fights on the pay per view free? Do you understand it from a, I guess it's since it's, and shout out to my brother Micah Larkin, salute, bro. Do you understand it from, I guess, a business perspective, or do you feel like they should have tried to incorporate, maybe some Black American talent, or I mean, I'm sure the prelims will have some people, but for the main card, it's kind of like, I mean, Duarte, Mercedes, and then Isas Lucero.
I mean, well, it's mainly a Golden Boy card. I mean, it's a co-promotion. From what I'm hearing, they're going to show it on Amazon Prime. Um, but it's supposed to be a co-promotion. But I think for it to be pay-per-view, they should have had some better fights on it. I like the David Benavidez and Gordo, but after that, it's like who else? is worth being on a pay per view or making this fight worthy of being a pay per view.
Right, like Duarte. Come on.
Yeah,
No.
Duarte, um, he's as far as I know, he's never been a champion.
Hmm.
He's fought
I
for
don't believe
titles.
that's happening, Micah. Micah ass ain't Boo Boo fighting Berlanga. Nah, I highly doubt that.
He said, "Ain't Boo Boo fight Belinga." I heard Belinga does have a fight coming up, and there's a couple of names that's been swarming around. I'm not going to say nothing, and shout out to my man TD Sport. He told me a guy that's supposed to be in talk with making that fight with Belinga, but they said they're not going to say nothing until it's finalized. So right
Yeah.
now they haven't said who Belinga opponent is, but he does have a fight coming up. I didn't hear Boo Boo Andrade. I heard a couple of other people. I didn't hear Boo Boo Andrade, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Is that a sellable fight for you, Free? Do you feel like that is a main event, Berlanga versus Boo Boo?
It's a main event. It's just not a pay per view fight. I mean, if they put it on regular The Zone or they put it on regular Amazon Prime, it's a main event. It's just not a pay per view. And like I said yesterday, a lot of times they do these pay per view fights because these guys be asking for a ridiculous amount of money that they're not worth. And so PBC ain't in position of giving guys these big bags when they know they not worth it. Because PBC gonna look at how much money you've been generating, and they say, well, if you want that type of money, we're gonna have to put it on pay per view. Let the fans buy it. If the fans buy it, then you'll get the money that you're worth. If they don't buy it, you're gonna get what the guarantee is.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
a lot of these other companies are paying these guys money that they're not generating. Like, I mean, when you look at it, if you like the whole Shakur versus Tio, I think both of them got somewhere around $8 million each. That's $16 million. That's not counting the venue, which is Madison Square Garden, which I
Hmm.
know at a minimum, I think they had to pay like a half a million just to rent out Madison Square Garden. So that's another 500,000 at the minimum. And then you got all of the fights on there that you had to pay, and now you're expecting to get money back. Now, did that fight generate $16 million? Absolutely not. Now they might have got some of that money back from the zone, but the zone ain't gonna tell you how much money they made off that fight because everybody's a part of a membership. You can't really tell who's actually paying for the fight when you're part of the $45 membership. So some people can be part of the $45 membership and never watch that fight, but they're paying $45 a month. That don't mean
Hmm.
that they watch that fight.
Right.
So I
Now
mean,
they said the numbers was crazy, but
of course they're gonna
are they
say that.
legit? Yeah, of
Of,
course they go. Right.
of course they're gonna say that. They ain't gonna say the numbers was bad. I mean, you got Shakur, who's a matchroom fighter. You got Tio, the top ranked fighter, and they're gonna try to sell that fight. Of course they're gonna say, hey, they did a lot of numbers. But what numbers did they really do? Are you gonna put out what the numbers was? Because they never put the numbers out. Matchroom, the zone never put the numbers out. They just tell you, oh yeah, we did such and such amount. Well, where the numbers at? Nobody's ever seen the number. They said Canelo did a million pay per view buys. We've never seen those numbers. That's just what they said. Never seen the numbers that Canelo did a million pay per view buys. So I mean, you never know with the zone. Not saying that it
Yeah,
did bad,
reading Jap PT,
it didn't.
reading
But
Jap PT.
if
Dang, they
you
ain't
think
even get
about
an official.
if you think about it, like I said, they they did roughly around $3 million at the live gate. Roughly around $3 million
Well, let me
at the
just say now. Well, let me just read the unofficial though, Free. Unofficially, it says because they had about 20,000, they had over 20,000 in attendance. It says the gate was around 8 million. So it was between the 7 and 9 million range, and then that 1.2 million buys that was way too high. They said, um, it estimates it's probably between 250 and 350,000 for the pay-per-views
And
for that event.
that's about right. That's about
Yeah,
right.
because that was a big fight.
Yeah, I mean, I could 250 pay-per-view buys is about right because you got two guys who relatively
Was
known.
that both of their first pay-per-view free?
That was both of their first headline
Yeah.
pay-per-view. They
Hmm.
both been on pay-per-view cards, but that was both of their first headline as a pay-per-view fighter.
Right. Right. Hmm.
So I wouldn't disagree that they did 250, 300,000 pay-per-view buys. I wouldn't disagree because, like I said, you got two relatively known fighters fighting for a world championship at 140 pounds. That you got two different demographic fan base. So I wouldn't doubt that they did 250, 300 pay-per-view buys. But to say they did a million pay-per-view buys or they did 2 million pay-per-view, no, you're not going to sell me with that. You're not going to tell me that T.O. and Shakur did more than Tank and Ryan. You're not going to tell me T.O. and Shakur did more than Earl and Bud. And you're going to have to show me the numbers. I'm not believing that until I see the numbers.
Right. I'm definitely with you on that. Now, I thought it was a phenomenal event they put on. So shout out to them. But like you're saying, in depth 1.2 is that's hefty. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a I
all.
mean that's the type of money where you don't have to fight for a little while. You go take a
Yeah,
vacation.
that's the reason why you didn't see Ryan fight for a while after he fought Tank Davis. Ryan didn't fight for like a year. Ryan didn't do nothing for like a year after he fought Tank Davis. His next fight was, I think it was Oscar Duarte.
Yeah, sure was.
Yeah, his next fight was at 140 pounds against Oscar Duarte like a year later. Tank Davis next fight after Ryan um Frank Martin.
Hey Mark. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, when you according to their numbers, from what Ryan said, Tank never said what his money was, but Ryan said he made like $40 million. I'm not disputing it when they said the numbers was 1.2 million. So
Yeah. Because the fight generated well over 100 million.
yeah, the fight generated well over 100 million. And the thing is, the zone never came out with their numbers of how much they did on their platform because they showed it on both platforms. PBC came out with what they did. The Zone never came out with what they did because a lot of people was having problems with the Zone pay per view, and a lot of people was trying to get a refund. Like me, I bought it on the Zone because I already had the Zone, so I said let me try to save some money. So I bought it on the Zone instead of paying $80. I said I could just pay $40, or I think it was like $60, either 40 or $60. I can get it on the Zone. Well, I paid for it on the Zone. I didn't get a chance to see the Zone card until the second round of the main event. I was streaming it until it popped up on my screen, and I know there was evidence of a guy said he was charged 9 different times for the fight and never got a chance to watch it. So they was having a lot of issues on the Zone for that fight. But I don't know. Like I said, a lot of these guys they be trying to overprice themselves for a fight because they say, "Oh, this is a big fight." Based off of what? Yes, y'all are two known fighters, but based off of the numbers that y'all generate, it's not a big fight. It's a
Right.
good fight. It's not a big fight. Every good fight is not a big fight.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
going back to your question, I think they need some more better fights for it to be a pay per view fight, in my opinion. Like the Mexican fan base, they probably say, "Hey, this is a heck of a fight. We got a lot of Mexicans on here and that," so they probably happy with it. But from a American fan base, I'm like, no, y'all gotta have some better fights on here. This ain't good enough for me to be paying $80 for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Now, and I feel like Golden Boy and I don't know who they like. It's almost like they already know we gonna buy the fight.
I'm not buying it. I just told you.
I don't blame you at all
I just
because
told you they got to put some more price on it for me to pay $80.
yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm just like the audacity, free like the audacity, and not have a Mr. Gary Russell or Gary Antoine or I mean, God, I mean,
Now,
shoot, they could even gave us Michael Fox. They could, nah, they should have
hey,
gave us somebody from
I mean, Antoine versus Oscar De Morte is a better fight than Oscar De Morte
talk to
versus
him, free.
whoever he's fighting.
Yeah, versus Angel Fierro. Come on, man.
Yeah. Antoine versus Oscar De Morte, that's a better fight.
Definitely.
You could have threw daggone Emiliano Vargas on there with another opponent. You could have gave Emiliano Vargas the opponent that you give Oscar De Morte. You could have gave Emiliano Vargas that opponent.
Yeah, I just feel like they oh man. Hold on, let me send this
Now the Keith Thurman Fedor card, they got some decent fights on there. So I'm not mad at their card. They got some decent fights on there compared to David Benavidez and Dagon Zotto.
Free, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Let me drop the link for my brother Ja.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for what go
compared
ahead.
to, I mean, I was saying the Keith Thurman and Fedor, their card compared to Zotto and David Benavidez. I said if I had to pay $80 for one of these two cards, I'm paying for Keith Thurman and Fedor. They got better fights on there.
Absolutely they do. Absolutely they do. 1000%. Now let me reiterate. Let me say this. Shout out to everybody that's joined the membership. Listen, y'all, we're doing members only panel. The reason being, we have to grow the channel. We got to grow the support to keep going. I need y'all to lock in that membership if you can. It's only $7 a month, but that's to ensure that we can keep the channel flowing and growing. And listen, we need people to push us forward. So to jump on the panel, it's one click away. Shout out to my brother Free for joining the membership. Everybody that joined the membership, I appreciate y'all. My brother Ja didn't join the membership. Shout out to Ja. To get access to the panel, if you're gonna click the link, make sure you got an active membership.
Man,
Do
that
not click the link without an active
joint
membership.
that joint is $1.60 a week. If you ain't
Right,
got $1.60 a week, you already broke.
right. Simple as that.
If you got a
Right.
dollar fifty cent a week, you
You don't
already
gotta
broke.
make people feel like they broke. They might need that.
Hey,
Shit, rich people
no,
probably save they
and listen,
$1.60. Like, nah, I can't afford to get that up. Probably the
and
rich
then
people do
and
that
then guess
before
what
the
you
broke
do?
person.
And this is this. Hey, listen, I'm with you on that 100%, John. Uh,
That rich
you gotta
person
have a
like, you know
set.
what I could do with $1.60?
Say all you can do is
Maybe,
save it.
maybe buy a 20-ounce soda because it's going to be like $1.75 depending on where you at.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
real
I take
talk.
that
That's
back.
crazy
They're
how
like
they
two
went up.
dollars.
They
They're
don't
like two
even got
dollars and
50
fifty
cent
cents.
sodas no more, man.
Yeah, they're like $2.50. You can't even buy a 20-ounce soda with $1.60. They're gonna be like, hey, you short like 90 cents.
Let me say this, and shout out to my brother Mike. He said it's the all season for us. I am broke. I join on Wednesday when I get paid. Appreciate my brother Micah. Listen, I'll take that. Um,
I'm broke.
I
I
definitely take that.
know.
Let me drop the link, Micah. Hold on, bro. You can hit the link. And I'm gonna
I'm
say this,
broke.
and reason why I'm giving it to you is because I know you're a man of your word. And they said, like Free said, it's $1.66 a week. But that really just help us. We doing 5 shows a week. I feel like 5 shows a week or 4 to 5 shows a week is worth $1.66. If you can, you know.
Yeah, it's worth
If
more
it
than
ain't work,
that. It's worth more than a
yeah.
$1.60. 5 to 6 shows a
Man,
lot of
that,
energy, time, and
Right.
work.
that's 30,
Man.
that's 32 cents a show. You ain't got 32 cents. I got $9.51.
Hold
You didn't drop 32 cents this morning.
Right.
Definitely.
32
That's
cents a
wild.
show.
But I got you, Michael. Pull up, bro. Um Now, anybody that's in that same boat, man, just work it out with me now, because really, you have to have this in place, because we doing things a little bit different than everybody. You know, everybody not gonna like how I'm doing things, but everybody not in my position. To be honest with you, I mean, I nobody was broke as me driving DoorDash 7 days a week. I don't care what you say. And still had to pay a mortgage and had to pay other bills. So, listen, I was really having to get to it. So to avoid having to do that again. I got the people that's around. I definitely need y'all to support the channel and help us grow. It's just that simple. Yeah, because that was OD. Vacay was worried about me one day. Vacay had to be like, "Bro, is you okay?" She had to tell me to take a break. She thought I was going, uh, something was gonna happen to me. So I appreciate all the love and support, and all the members, man. We definitely building. Now, let's get this unboxing, Ja. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. Um, talk to me about this, right? I really want to ask you about your thoughts on Munguia. Jaime Munguia, he's getting a title shot on the Benavidez undercard against Armando Resendiz, the guy that took the interim belt from Caleb and was elevated. Now, of course, the reports are that Charlo was supposed to take the Resendiz fight, but I guess he wasn't able to make it or whatever. He may have got an injury. Speak about that. What's your thoughts on Munguia as a fighter getting another title shot after a loss? And he did have all that controversy after his last fight where he popped positive and they kind of, looked the other way, so to speak, or kind of found an out for him, right? Do you feel like that is what it is? Is that what you just come to expect from the WBC, man? Oh, matter of fact, my bad, my apologies. This is the WBA title.
I got a
So
different perspective than it, cause that's your
break it down,
usual
Cook.
perspective. Like Mongia, the type of fighter that earn that, cause he gonna get in there and fight. Like other fighters, they looking for an opportunity and they get in there and still like pussyfoot around. So like Mongia deserve it. He gonna fight. It's entertainment. That's what it's
Yeah,
about. Besides the money.
yeah.
And
Hey,
Yo Who
I
Beat
like what you're
Caleb,
saying.
that was a great. You see what Yo Who Beat Caleb did? He
Yeah,
took that opportunity.
yeah.
Other fighters would have pussyfoot around as if they wasn't getting the opportunity. Like you gotta beat them. You like that's crazy. Like you gonna get in there with somebody and if you beat them, that's gonna upgrade your career cause they bigger than you. Then you can't pussyfoot around and act like you really deserve to win.
Mm,
Like Lamont Roach
yeah.
when he tied with Tank. That was a great performance. But at the end of the day, you pussyfoot around. You ain't take that extra step to get the W, confirm that shit.
I feel like with that fight though, you really don't want to make a mistake because Tank was catching him with some shots, and he was
It wouldn't have
so.
mattered though. Like
Mm.
unless
I'm gonna
he
be
like,
honest
I'd
with you.
rather get the draw.
Oh well, let me
Like
say this
what?
though, Ja. Let me say
Man, you
this.
take that
Hold on,
chance.
come on, Ja. Now you know
If
good
you
well if
beat
that brother
Tank,
would have
that
got wobbled,
it'd never be the same. Look what the
but if he
draw
get if he
did.
get wobbled or dropped, do he win it? Do he win?
He should have
Does
never
he
laced up
remove
the
his
gloves if
chance?
that was gonna stop him.
Hey,
You already
I'm
you in the ring with the
Right.
person who going to elevate
gonna
you
Take
be
him to
to
the
honest
never
with you.
heavyweight.
go
Yeah,
back.
he
Ain't
gonna
no
take him.
point
He
in
Lamar,
gonna take him
lacing
to
up
the
the
moon.
gloves. Take that
You right.
risk.
no, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I
Lamar
like that.
Roach should be thanking Tank Davis every single day. Because if it wasn't for Tank Davis, people would not be talking about no Lamar Roach. They
Nah.
only talking about Lamar Roach because he fought Tank Davis to his law. You shouldn't be mad at Tank Davis at all. Whenever Tank Davis come back and say he want to fight you, you should be like, all right, let's go ahead and run it back. Because for
That's
one,
exactly what I'm saying.
I made the
That's
biggest bag of
exactly
my
what I'm
career
trying to say.
fighting against you. I made the biggest bag of my career fighting against you. And not only that, you put me on the map. Nobody was talking about Lamont Rhodes prior to him fighting Tank Davis. Lamont Rhodes then fought. He fought daggone what's the guy Hector Garcia, beat him, became a champion. Was nobody talking about Lamont Rhodes after he beat Hector Garcia? Nobody talked about Lamont Rhodes. So he
I
should
don't
be
even see him
lucky.
at. I think he just it got to him all the stuff that was happening. I don't see it like I don't see no fighters like that to actually be like, yo, I should have won when it was a draw like that. It was close. I feel like as a fighter, most of the time in your mind you thinking like, damn, what could I have done? I got the
But at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. You don't get every call in your favor. It's part of the sport. We all know the sport. Even when it comes to the judges, they have their favorite. They see certain things that they like to see in a fight, so they going to score for another fighter, even though the other fighter might have did more work. So at the end of the day, when you know what the sport is about, you join the sport to be a professional fighter. You take the bumps and bruises that come with the sport. You take the disappointment that come with the sport because it's part of the sport. When you leave it in the hands of the judges, you got to take whatever the judges say it is. You can't turn around and get mad because the judge say, "Oh, well, I scored it for this guy." Well, you left it up to the judge to score it. You don't know what the judge likes. You don't know what he's looking for in a round. So that's what happens when you leave it up to the judges. But at the end of the day, you
Yup.
take the opportunity that's given to you and you capitalize on it. And if you don't capitalize and you still become a known fighter behind it, you still won. Whether you got a W on your record or not, you still won because now you drew more fans to you. Fans that wasn't paying attention to you before, now they paying attention to Lamont Roach. Because I
Let
have
me jump
never
in,
heard
free.
so many people talking about Lamont Roach since he fought Tank Davis. I mean, prior to him fighting Tank Davis.
And
Yeah.
if he would have showed integrity as a fighter, like, yeah, that was a
Come
draw. I
on,
feel like I
Josh.
should have won, but if I would have, I should have did this and that to actually confirm the W. Then it would have been
Yeah.
like that would have boosted boxing all together. Like, go ahead, talk your trash, but also take accountability that you didn't get the W because of something you did or didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think he got it out because of the knee and the controversies around the fight. So, like when everybody's is coming up to him saying, "Yeah, you won the fight," you won the fight. He's like he didn't go against it, Ja. I see what you're saying. He didn't go against them and say, "Nah, I didn't win. I didn't do enough. I should have stopped them," or he should have said, I should have let my hands go more." So I feel what you're saying on that because now we have a second fight that he did pretty much the same thing. Kind of let his foot off the gas, let Pitbull win at least one or two of the championship rounds, and he ended up getting another draw. So at this point, like you said, you kind of get a mulligan or whatever, what you would call it on the first one, right? Like, how, you're not gonna give him a pass, Jock, because you know what it is. But he didn't do what everything he did. He was in there against the best fighter in the world, and he came up somewhat short. But in the second fight against Pitbull, when everybody was expecting you to win, because I'll be honest with you, I was expecting him to beat Pitbull. And especially how Ryo boxed him, especially the performance he put up against Tank, I thought Lamont was going to be able to, box him and, fight when he wanted to and, outpoint Lamont. He did very good, but he left it in the judge's hands again. And you
And
cannot do that on the B side, man. Go ahead, Josh.
him talking that like not to talk trash, but leaving out the integrity as a fighter when it came to Tank, it lowballed his performance versus Pitbull was excellent. That's what I wanted to see him do. It was just like I might have been sleeping on Pitbull. I wanted Lamont to bang with Shaw at first. Then he did that. Then he boxed him smartly after that. But like maybe I wanted Lamont to stand there and stop Pitbull at his own game. And that was an excellent performance versus Pitbull. Like nobody else had the balls to fight Pitbull like that.
Yeah. Now, and that's the thing. But if he was going to do it, he was going to have to do it for 12 rounds or at least put a stamp on the 11 and 12. So I thought he was going to be able. I wish he was able to do that but you know, Pitbull, his style, and I think Lamont, he didn't have everything he needed to kind of secure that win. Shout out to Smoke Session in here. Pop a lot of Smoke James. What's happening, family? Appreciate you pulling up, Smoke.
I mean, I thought it was
Hit
going
the
to be a
link, pull
tough
up.
fight for Lamont Roach against Pitbull
A
from the very
supporter
beginning.
member of the channel. Let's work.
I thought it was going to be tough for Lamont Roach because I know the style of fighting that Lamont Roach is. He's a counter puncher. He likes to sit back and let people come at him. And I was like, that's a bad recipe for a guy like Pitbull, who's a come forward fighter. um, Pitbull likes to maul his opponents. And the first four rounds, he let Pitbull have his way. Actually, the first 6 rounds, he let Pitbull have his way. Lamont didn't start coming on until round 6, towards the end of round 6. That's when Lamont started coming on. But by then, you didn't let Pitbull put too many fights under the belt. I mean, under his belt. I mean, too many rounds under his belt. So now you're fighting from behind, and you got to try to overcome. And you fought enough for them to say it was a draw, not enough for you to win. One round sooner, you would have won that fight if you'd have stepped on the gas 1 round sooner.
Yeah.
Good, fellas. Hey, you can delete that now, B3, if you want.
And let me just say and shout out and appreciate you, Pop. I don't even want people to be tempted. Listen, because it's only a click. You're right. You know what I'm saying? It's a click away, $7 a month. Like Free said, $32 a show. I mean, excuse me, 32 cents a show. $7 a month. You know what I'm saying? $1.66 a week. Man, support your brother, man. Support, help the channel grow. And you know, yeah, my brother. Smoke, you got $7?
It's five right here, but you can get $2. Like, stop playing with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop playing with yourself, man. Well, yo, you love to come over here, listen to the convo, come up here and talk it. Come on, man.
Right.
You're not even getting no bread over this yet, bro. Come on, that's just like me. Like, we just work. Word, it's basically intern.
Yeah, exactly.
Real talk.
Exactly. This is grassroots. That's why I tell everybody this. We building from the ground up.
Ground up.
So I'm appreciative and super thankful for everybody that's pulling up and supporting and joining and helped us get all them watch hours. I mean, that was a grind. But we ain't going nowhere, you know, and you cancel the membership anytime. If I stop doing the show, you cancel anytime. But we're not going no, man. We gonna be here. We trying to build and move around a little bit too. So it take money to do all those things. Smoke, man, talk to me. Appreciate you pulling up. Let's go back to the show topic, right? This is a good weekend. What's your interest in Adames versus Ammo Williams? Do you see a scenario where Ammo can get the win versus Adames? Talk to us.
I don't know if Free already done said it, but no, I don't. I don't think he can win. I think we were talking about it yesterday. I think this is his shot though, because I heard people saying it's too fast of a turnaround and this, that, and the third, but everybody don't get title shots. You know what I'm saying? We just seen Jamal Charlo turn down a title shot. So like Ammo really got to take this. He can't just be like, oh, not yet, or I just fought. Nah. You gotta take this fight. I don't think he's gonna win, but it is boxing, but I don't think he's gonna win. But then again, Carlos Adames, what, you passed out at the damn weigh-in because you couldn't make weight. So is this another Janabek type thing where you need to get on up out of the division? Your body telling you one thing and your pocket telling you another? Could be, but I don't think Ammo got a shot. Well, he got one.
Mm-hmm.
Very slim to none. Very slim to none. Real.
I'm gonna pull up the Pro Box card real quick, and we're gonna go through that. Let me ask you this. This is the other thing we was talking about, Smoke, about Jaime Munguia receiving a title shot versus Armando Resendiz on the Benavidez Zerto undercard. My bad, I got a call. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Armando Resendiz versus Jaime Munguia on the Zerto Benavidez undercard. Now, Josh said he's excited because he's not, because of Munguia's style, right? Munguia always gonna come to fight. Do you take that opinion as well? You're happy with the fight because Munguia's style and that it's gonna be a good fight, or do you more so believe somebody else should be getting that shot right now, that 168 title shot versus Resendiz?
It's a quick turnaround. When you've been, because they just didn't offer that to Jamal Charlo. That's probably been in the works. You thinking you got the fight, and then poof, he pulls this. Jaime's game. He's a name. Top rank in effect, baby. Top rank in effect. How about that? That's all I can say.
Now he's still positioned with Top Rank.
Yeah, he ain't
He's
going
still
nowhere.
time with Top. Oh, good move. Now let me say this. See, this is when having a promoter is beneficial, and the one with wiggle, power and leverage on, and can move in different rooms. So, hey, shout out to Mungia then.
I
Top
mean,
Rank. Wow.
maybe I don't know if like when Jaime left, it didn't seem like bad blood. I didn't hear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when everybody else did they leave. So Jaime may have just wanted to go over the Top Rank. But Resendez is with who?
Percentage is with PBC, yeah.
So that all that confirms is that the PBC,
With
Top
Louis the Q.
Rank, and Golden Boy, they're gonna be working together. Like Oscar said, like we give Oscar all the hell in the world for wearing fishnets and saying some of the most outrageous stuff, but bro, Oscar be trying to put on some fights too, man. Like he don't got no problem putting on a fight.
Now let me just say this real quick, man. Shout out to my brother Michael Larkins. Getting the membership, joining the membership, supporting the channel, helping the channel grow, supporting his brother B3, Brad, B3 Picks TV. And I'm thankful for that, because all that shows is that, he enjoying the content, he enjoying the channel, and he want to see the channel grow, man. That's what it's about. Hey, listen, you have not because you ask not. So I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, if I was already up 1 million, we wouldn't be talking about money. I'd be giving money out. You know what I'm saying? Because what you gonna do with it other than, bless others and be blessed, right? So the people you come in, that's why people with money, they may stay recluse, because what they gonna do? If the people around you need something, you're not gonna give it to them. Come on, man. Your little cousin pull up on you, he need $20, $25. You're not gonna try to find it. If you got it, you're gonna give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what real people do. So, man, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Real people are going to support real people and make sure we straight. So appreciate that color in the chat. Appreciate you joining the membership. Now, we are doing monthly giveaways. We're going to do like a raffle type of thing for all the members. So I think I did a slip of the tongue and said, no. Right now it's $50. It was supposed to be, I started at 25. And we haven't even done one yet, but I just upped it because shout out to TD. T joined the membership. Make sure y'all follow TD Sports Talk. Prize joined the membership. That was, I think both of them may have did it yesterday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, and then Mike of the Day. So yeah, so we're gonna do $50 cash app to one of the members. And then we're gonna try to continue to do that every month, so that way we can continue to build our support but also give back. Now the reason I've been able to give back is because I'm the TikTok superstar. And that's a new moniker and shout out to my brother BVO to giving me that. And so I'm gonna be using that as well and kind of continuing to build on TikTok. You have to do that. You have to build yourself up. We living in an era where we're not gonna let anybody dim our light, and we just gonna keep growing. So salute to Dr. Cam. Appreciate you pulling up, always showing love and supporting. Real people around. That's what I told God when I started the channel. I wanted real, genuine people around that's going to support, want to see me do well. You see, that's what it's about. Now, while I got Smoke here, Smoke, what's popping right now? Talk to us. Like, what's everybody talking about?
Not much, man. I mean, Charlo ducking his fight hurt my damn feelings. I ain't gonna tell you. After doing shows on him and building his name up, just what I'm saying, not even knowing, and then him just turning down the championship fight, that hurt. We're talking to Mr. Shelton. Yesterday we had a little something going on, me, him, and 2 Cent talking about this $60 million that I remember when Shannon said it when he was talking to Shakur. Shakur was trying to act like he didn't know. But now they're talking about this 3-fight, $60 million deal for Shakur. The hell that come from? From Zuffa.
Say them numbers one more time. For
Three,
Shakur?
3 fights, 60 million
For Shakur.
for Shakur.
Oh yeah, he taking that.
I don't know how real that is though, but like that's a rumor.
They gonna make it real.
That's crazy.
Didn't Paramount give him about, I wish Mark probably know. Do you know the number of Smoke? What was it, about 900 million, or was it more than that?
They gave him a lot of money. They gave him a big budget, but
Yeah.
3 fights, no, bro. No lie.
Number 3 pound for pound fighter in the world.
Man, I'm not giving you 20 mil a year, bro. 20 mil for 3 fights, bro. But you know, maybe the inflation is up, man. It's just like when it's a quarterback.
Man, how many Shakur Stevensons is it in the world?
I don't know.
You know one.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different. That ain't he. You ain't getting no minimum wage. He ain't just anybody.
I mean, I can hit you with that. I get you with that Jadakiss line. Why their brother up north better than Jordan that ain't get that break? Just saying, like we don't know. Never know.
And
you know
knock it off, Smoke. Ain't nobody.
Just saying. I'm just saying, like I mean, bro, he's a hell of a talent, bro. But
yeah,
we ain't seen him pushed yet. What happened when he get hit in the mouth? And it really hurt.
Oh, okay. You got to add the really hurt part. I got
it
you.
Really hurt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hit him in the mouth and it really hurts. Like, and he talking smack through his mouthpiece with blood, but he still but he getting it in. We ain't seen that, bro.
Yeah, that's what we get. Right. That's what we want to see. That's going to define it differently.
I want to see him like that for real. Look, Carrier said he ain't no $63 million talent.
Man, but that's what I'm saying. AJ come over here and take home 60 million in one fight, you know, with Jake Paul. So like, is AJ that type of talent? One fight, 60 million? Come on,
He's
man.
a heavyweight, and yes,
I ain't not, but we ain't going. Well, come on, talent wise, boxing skill wise, it's not even comparable. Now, and watch it, and then also, and then no, he gets the show ended. You know what I'm saying? Because his chin be up in the air.
Or either or. But is it either he getting knocked out or he knocking somebody out? And more
this brother went from Daniel Dubois to a YouTuber, man. And come on, y'all. And Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur trying to fight a YouTuber right now at 144.
But Shakur just did we just looked it up. Shakur just did an $8 million game with Tio, man. Shout out to Shakur. Yeah, talking about filling up arenas, 20K plus AMs.
Come on, man. AJ been putting 90,000 people in it. Come on, man. Don't compare.
But that's what I'm saying. All we said was 3 fights. Carrier saying they saying that Shakur don't deserve 3 fight, $60 million, $20 million a fight. I mean, didn't Ryan, a non-champion, get $20 million a fight Rolly, man? Come on. For his first title belt.
Everybody saying that. I didn't check it. I don't know, but I can tell you this. He brings more to the table outside of boxing. He just does.
I disagree.
Outside of boxing, Ryan brings more to the table, bro.
No, I ain't gonna give it to Ryan. You know who I'm gonna give it to? The 300 million Mexican. Shout out to the Mexican people. Because at the end of the day, that's all we hear in boxing. The best fan base in boxing, the Mexican fan base. So Shakur Stevenson was Mexican. This dude, he already be a multi-million.
If he even
possibly a billionaire. Though a silver medalist.
If he spoke Spanish, if he spoke Spanish and embraced more of his Puerto Rican heritage.
And Ryan don't even speak Spanish, bro. So that's what I'm saying. This dude, but I understand what the 10 million followers. I understand that's a lot of kids and whatnot. Whoopty whoop.
A lot of kids. A whole different, just like you were talking about TikTok, right?
Yeah.
He's got a whole different streaming platform, 2 of them: Kick, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. Wherever you look at it, he got them all, bro. He barely on YouTube, and whenever he drops them on YouTube, he doing numbers. It just is what it is. Like, I was able to showcase the entire face-off between him and Mario Barrios before the zone put it out. Because Ryan
That's what
had
I'm saying. Smoke, I gotta pivot real quick. So we understand that AJ is a superstar. He said AJ got a Hall of Fame career already, right? Like
it's heavyweight though, man. It's not like the
now,
heavyweight's always been getting paid more, bro.
right now, I'm not even the money aspect. Like the knock on Shakur's, like when did Oscar Valdez become a bad win? Like when he was knocking out Berchelt on some knockout of year type stuff. That's when he became a that. Hold on. When he knocked out an undefeated Berchelt, they was looking at Berchelt as a Mexican that was being revered. The president of Mexico was, but they were so beloved. So when did Zepeda? I mean, and now Zepeda's not nobody. The value in Zepeda, the value in Tio. Like Tio's not a big win now. Like this is nasty work. So y'all want so Shakur doesn't have a Hall of Fame resume, Kerry? Come on, man, knock it off. Knock it off, bro. Please, man. It's not. I mean, he's already solidified. So when we're talking about what, and then on top of that, it's reports that Conor Ben got $15 million.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to Dr. Cam.
Yeah,
Dr.
he
Cam,
did.
a real supporter of the channel. Make sure y'all follow Combos with Cam. Follow Dr. Cam. You know, get some healing going. If you need that,
Let me
definitely
see.
reach out to Combos with Cam. And yeah, go ahead, Smoke. Cook on it.
No disrespect, like, but Shakur, no disrespect, bro, but it's like, the heavyweight's always been getting paid more. That's just a fact.
Yeah. So I pivoted to Ryan, and then you went so we can move off of AJ.
That 15 million you talking about with Conor.
Rolling. Oh, Conor, yeah.
Conor, right? I think that was more a slap in the face from Dana to Eddie, and then Eddie slapped him right back by signing his heavyweight champion. So like they playing petty Betty at another level up there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we can be petty and be like, yeah, I'm gonna take your papers. Now you got to go to the store, and because I done left now you got to go to the store. That's our type of petty stuff. But they petty is, well, I'm gonna sign your guy. This you've been taking care of and giving him money and blah blah blah. Okay, cool. It hurt, but now I don't got nothing in UFC, and I'm gonna sign your champion. So no matter what, you got to deal with me. That's just petty. That's petty Betty at a whole nother level, bro. So with giving Conor 15, like that's, come on, man. What 15 million to that's what you call lose at the casino sometime in 2 days. Dana White with his gambling problem. So I ain't saying it's nothing to scoff at, but like it was real easy to see how much. No problem, Convo. Real quick.
Let me say this real quick, Smoke. Teamwork make the dream work. I'm building a network for our Discord, for our members and business professionals to have a place where they can kind of meet on the back scenes and just have a place we can kind of communicate, right, if need be, putting people together. So I'm definitely need the doctor, Smoke, Free, Josh. Everybody's gonna be in all our members, you know. But that's one thing. Now I feel like that's a big deal. I've already got the Discord and everything set up. I'm gonna start sending it out to people, you know, and then we'll go from there. But that's the key, man, to life. No person can be an island unto themselves. You need a support system. You need good people around you. So I'm just thankful, for real. And shout out to Smoke, being a real guy always. Now,
definitely, we just talking about needing real niggas around you.
Oh, that's my brother right there talking. Don't worry about
okay, shout out to him. Salute to the bro.
Bro, right there.
So Lou, I'm just what you were saying was real talk. We was just chatting about that shit recently. So I was just chiming in.
Yeah, he was just talking about word. Cause I was like, let me hurry up and get back to the crib and see what B3 talking about.
Like you said, it's kind of a light day. We got ammo. I'm gonna pull up the Lester Martinez. I did say I was gonna pull up that Pro Box card.
Now,
Let me pull up
Lester
the
Martinez, I'm a little bit more interested in that fight because last time I seen Lester, he was putting work in on me and Billy, who they done gave the belt to now. So I want to see Lester get it popping. Real talk, BB&B fight.
No, I was just I'm just come on, Carrie, stop, bro. Smoke, you can hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, who did you have winning that Lester versus and Billy fight?
Lester.
Yeah, I thought he edged it too.
I thought Lester edged it.
If he had two more rounds, and Billy would have been stopped.
I think he would have stopped him too. I think when Billy was gassed out and he didn't think that anybody could withstand his pressure, let alone apply pressure to him the same way. So that's why he wasn't in no rush. He like, nah, fight Lester. Who? No, oh no. He said no in every language. No. No. Word up. N-O. No. He's not. No. Because this kid right here can easily beat me and become champion. Everything I've been waiting on and all of this, he take it right there. That's what guys don't be acting like they don't know that they fight to be doing. I'm not about to hand you my opportunity and I just got it. That's what fighters be doing now. That's real. But hey, John, where you at, man? What's up, man? You ain't saying nothing. You at work?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, pimping. What's good?
I said something earlier. I thought nobody could hear me because my phone, I had got a call. What it is, though?
What's good
I'm
with
just
you?
here, chilling.
How you?
I'm good. I'm got some complications physically, but I'm good, though. Life is great.
Okay. We wishing for safe help. How you feel about what's going on?
Praying for you, my bro. You already know.
Yeah, I'm telling God on everybody who praying for me.
Word, we good. You good, bro. Word, you about to have me call my mama and say a prayer for you. All the way from Missouri.
Yeah.
Word
Yeah,
up.
I love that. That's the strongest prayers, the mother prayers,
That's
and
a
the
fact.
daughter prayers.
So, how you
that's
feel
a
about
big
the
deal,
state of
Smoke.
boxing? I want to ask you that. How you feel about the state of boxing right now, with everything going on and what we could be getting? Like, we just got 10 more dates minimum from Top Rank.
I mean, I feel like we in a like it's the calm before the storm. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be lit. That's how I feel. That's what I hope.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's like it just take like one or two fights to just get it booming. Like Shakur just fought T.O. I seen that Tate supposed to come back and fight Loma. I don't know how true that is. It's just a lot of fights, like one or two fights. It could get boxing booming because it's going to force everybody like, oh no, I can't. Because if they don't get a lit fight, then they going to fall under the radar. So once another lit fight comes, it's just going to boom it for more lit fights to come.
Yo, hey, Carrier, don't say y'all. I ain't never say nothing about Top Rank. I said Top Rank reaching out their talent, and Top Rank gotta listen. Bob is not gonna change his stance. He's not gonna be like, well, I'm gonna put this out there. No, Bob is like, where's the budget, and give it here. And at the end of the year, when it comes to the fiscal year, I got your money, you got mine. You know what I'm saying? So right about now, he signed a multi-year deal with DAZN, and they got too many fighters too, man, just for 10 cards. So fighters gonna be everywhere, especially with Top Rank. But I'm waiting to see Tiger. I want that Abdullah Mason Cleveland homecoming. Go to 10.
Yeah.
I want Abdullah Mason homecoming. I don't know where Keyshawn at with it, but
I got it for you, Smoke.
What's up?
Now they going, yeah. Now I had the 5v5 show yesterday.
Yeah.
Shout out Lev Hand Manny. So IFL TV today, potential fights for Queensberry versus Matchroom 5v5. Let's go. They gonna do it again.
How long we been since they did a 5-on-5? Like we had that was just a year ago.
Man, because they got 5-0. It was terrible.
It's been 3 years that they done a 5-on-5, right?
I check. because Deontay was the main event. Let me see when he fought. He fought Joe Parker in the main event.
Was that a 5-on-5?
I'm not me say. Let me see who was his main. No, he fought Zilly Zhang. My apology. That was 24. That was June 1st, 2024. So it's going on 2 years. So not too long ago.
Yeah. But they had started them like that's how the ring started, basically. With the rider, and then
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's how it basically started with them. And then like, you know, they faded them to black, but now it's like, what do we do? Boots might be Eddie only win.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. Depending on who, yeah. I mean, this year he gonna need. Well, nah, we ain't gonna do that. We can look at the matching roster, but
actually, yeah, it might be.
yeah, because he got some heat on his roster, depending on how they put the matchups. That Vizioli kid can box, Giorgio Vizioli. He's at 130. So Matchroom, yeah, Eddie got some work.
Here's the thing too, bro. Like people people be forgetting. Eddie already won Promoter of the Year twice, bro. So like,
and Eddie has been Whitaker.
You know, bro, the Ben Whitaker dude, like you already know what he gonna do with him, man. That's his shiny new toy. The way that he locked, you know.
These are the fights. Let me tell you the fights that they put together. I'll tell you the fights that they put together. Shout out to IFL TV. Now these may be the matchups. We'll see. But they saying AJ versus Fury is the fight everybody want to see, so they probably want that fight. But they talking Moses Atama versus Justice Hooney.
Oh, so they just got him walking through Jermaine Franklin. Okay.
Then they got Alois Jr. versus Pat Brown. Those are two cruiserweights, but young in their career, right?
Yeah.
Both of them from the UK. Then the light heavy, they got Brad Raya versus Ben Whitaker. I know Brad Raya. Brad Raya might outbox Ben, but we'll see. He pretty good. Man, Brad Raya can box, yeah.
Hey, don't just skip over that, bro. You say because you know Ben Whitaker is his new toy.
Now these are proposed fights. This is not you know, they still, I don't know if they finalized anything. But he could be
potential though.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, Brad Raya just lost a majority decision to Lyndon Arthur. But so you know, joint decision, and he dropped Lyndon Arthur. He's durable. It's gonna be a good fight.
I think Lyndon Arthur is on the down end. Because his name used to ring bells a few years ago, like on the low, but I think he maxed out. I don't really think he liked that. How everybody was saying.
Lyndon Arthur?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a wily vet right now, but he's still strong. Like when I watch him fight, he still be doing a lot of good boxing. You know, like he's crafty in the ring. He's very crafty, so he can beat guys that if they not, like top level. Yeah,
he's the distinguished journeyman.
Yeah, exactly. Still getting, right, Smoke, still getting checks.
Still getting checks. Straight up, the distinguished journeyman.
Thanks. And then, so the super middleweight, they talking Hamza Shiraz versus Diego Pacheco.
Either somebody gonna be scared, or it's gonna be a war.
Right. I think they gotta make that fight. I think that's the fight to make.
But for what though?
They're gonna make it for a title because somebody just dropped. Then Crawford dropped all the belts. Hold on, I think Shiraz in position. Yeah, Shiraz in position. So they're gonna let Shiraz fight for the title versus Pacheco, and then they're gonna do because Lester Martinez is fighting for the interim this weekend.
Yeah.
Let me just confirm. Let me just confirm that.
Yeah, I'm on boxing scene right now.
Okay, cool.
He's fighting for a belt, so I'm like, he ain't fighting for the so it must be the intern. But the IBF is vacant and the WBO is vacant. Here's the thing: Hamza's number 2, Pacheco's number 5, Canelo's number 1.
Jaime's moving out because he's fighting Mercedes.
Jaime's not even. Let me make sure. Yeah, he's number 9 in the WBO.
All right, so we looking at WBO.
I'm looking at all of them. And when we talking about Hamza and Pacheco for a fight, right?
Which belt they going?
It could be the WBO or the IBF, but I heard Iglesias is getting an IBF.
Iglesias is getting IBF, yeah.
So
he's
it's
already
the
fighting for
WBO.
it. Yeah. What's the WBC situation? Who's the champion there?
Christian Mbili, flat out.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. He got elevated.
His name, I'm looking at it right now. The WBC is Christian Mbili, flat out.
Wow, yeah.
Him and Resendiz is the only 2 champions in the division. With Canelo's number 1, the rest is number 2. Pacheco's number 4. You got Jacob Bank number 3. Jaime's number 5. And like everybody else, like Charlo's number 9, Deverchenko, but yeah. So it's gonna be for that WBO belt. If it's gonna be
nah. If I was Pacheco, I'd take the Mbili fight over the Shiraz fight. But it depends on the money, I guess. I think both of them would be tough fights for Pacheco, but because Christian Mbili, he had Lester, who's a big puncher on the back foot. You know, a lot of that fight. So I mean, yeah, like you said, Pacheco probably in trouble. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the big leagues right now. I wanted to see him become world champion, but it's looking tough.
And I'm looking at Mbili. I think who's sitting at number 1, he gonna make him have 2 fights before he fight him.
This is what Pacheco needs to get the Berlanga fight. Forget all that. He need to go for Berlanga. Or Caleb Plant. Yeah.
Do I see his name anywhere?
Berlanga.
I don't see his name, bro.
They took him out of the WBA. I thought he was trying to fight Resendiz, and then he was talking about Chris.
You number 11.
Okay.
You number 11. So if you that far down, you don't count. You number 11 and number 12. That's what you failed to.
Man, he said Pacheco need to go to Zuffa and just get paid.
Just fight anybody?
Yeah, just go get some bread. But it's gonna be some tough fights because when you think about it, like he's a main event opponent.
Who's he signed to? Pacheco.
Matchroom. So that's why they put him against Shiraz in the 5v5.
When he couldn't get rid of didn't he fight Soko?
Yes, he did.
When he couldn't get rid of Soko, I was like, nah, that's not you're not it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Now, what you think about at lightweight? Yeah, no baby, Yadia Herrera versus Andy Cruz.
And I'll be real with you. Andy got to show and prove, bro.
Mm.
I'm not gonna take no lie, bro. Cheese smacked you.
Mm.
Cheese beat you convincingly. You had nothing for Raymond Mortal. You had nothing for him. I watched the entire fight. I didn't think you was in control at any time of the fight.
Wow.
That's just me. I think he spanked him 8-4. And that's being generous. I didn't have him winning more than 3-4 rounds.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I thought it was I had a like 7-5, but I mean, because I do score for boxers a lot, and I thought Raymond was throwing a lot, but he was coming up short a lot. And he's good. I just feel like Raymond is top level. You know?
I think the only thing that, because you scored on 4 points, and I think the only one that you could give Andy was like the defense. But everything else, punches landed, effective aggressiveness. I forgot the other one. Yeah, Andy didn't win that. So Jadar Herrera,
ring generalship.
Yeah, ring generalship. Yeah, I felt like even though he's the technically better boxer. Nah, it was a war general in there that night, and his name was Cheese, aka Raymond Mortala.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. So like, you're not gonna win the fight off of just having one criteria. Like you only got 25%. That was just me.
Okay.
That was me watching that one. I want to see what's up with the Schofield kid. I'm tired. I hate when the dad talk. I want to know who he fighting.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
I want to know exactly who the
Who
Schofield.
is
Word. Who are you fighting, bro?
Yeah, because they'll know before anybody. Now they're gonna do the research.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me see. He's gonna fight Lucas Body for the WBA lightweight title, and they projected it in April. So yeah,
Because
so
they
he'll be
got
back.
Lamar Roach fighting Williams Zepeda for the WBC title.
Did they put a date on that yet?
Huh?
They haven't put a date out or a time frame for that free.
For the Lamar Roach fight?
Right.
At first it was going to be May 30th, but it's looking like it's going to be Juneteenth on the undercard of Pitbull Cruz and Tank Davis as the co-main.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Yeah, shout out to Bella. Salute to Bella Faye. And yes, Kid Austin is fighting Lucas Body for the WBS project. We're gonna see now. Cause Tank coming back. Is he gonna come back at 140 and fight for the interim? I mean, that'll be wild. But I mean, he's the champion recess, so he could
Champion
come back
reset.
and fight for his title at 135 versus Pitbull.
Actually, he might not have to fight for the title because normally once somebody is elevated to the WBA champion, then that's when the champion in recess has to fight for that title. But they never elevated Kid Austin. So
Yeah,
Tank Davis might end up getting his belt right back now that he's
right.
coming back to fight.
Exactly. Great point, Free. So yeah, so they're gonna give him the title back because he didn't lose it in the ring, and like Free is saying, Kid Austin is not even the interim champion, so they're keeping that. Yeah, so he's just the number one in the rankings. So that's a great point. So yeah, they'll get that belt back to Tank and let Tank fight at 135. That ain't no big deal. And then if Lucas and they probably will put maybe the interim on for Floyd versus Lucas Body. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, just shut up and fight, and tell your dad to put some bass in his voice.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro.
And you know what? I was shocked by that because when they put a champion in recess, usually they either mandate a fight right away or they elevate somebody. They didn't do neither one. They didn't mandate a fight right away and they didn't elevate anybody.
Right. And so they, you know, it's just business. It's not personal, man. Tank is a big draw. They're not. The fact that they was taking the belt from him was, political, right?
I mean, the way they
Or
went
well, put
about
him in
it,
recess. Excuse me.
I thought it was kind of crazy because the man had just fought. Just fought earlier that year. He was trying to get his second fight, but the whole case situation and Jake pulled out of that fight, which now we see they could have had the fight because Tank Davis never went to court and nothing. They still never charged the man for the whole allegations. But you put him in recess and you didn't elevate nobody. You didn't mandate nobody. What was the point of putting him in recess? Because you thought he might go to jail? Well, you just wait till the case happen and see he get convicted.
Yeah, and they what the situation from probably their perspective is like who paying the fees. We see how these promoters, these sanctioning bodies want their money. You know, with the WBC stripping Shakur, and we know the WBA, they good for at least 3 belts in a weight class. Uh, let alone the gold and all the other colors that they can get a belt. So they want that money.
Yeah, now I wouldn't have minded if they would have elevated somebody or they would have mandated somebody right away. I wouldn't have minded because that's usually what happens. Somebody's can't fight or whatever, and they trying to get money in their pocket. They're gonna put you in recess till you come back, and then if you want the title, you get first dibs at fighting for the title. So I wouldn't have minded, but you did it and you didn't elevate nobody, you didn't mandate nobody, you just got the belt sitting on the shelf.
Because they know who bring that bread.
Crush the Legend. Shout out to Crush the Legend, Yoda the Wise in the building. Appreciate you pulling up. And
they know who bring that bread. Shit. My fault, but they know who bring that money. Like that's because that's how they play.
I mean, yes. Right now at 135, Tank Davis is for sure the biggest money maker at 135. There's nobody even close. Like when Shakur was there, you can say, okay, Shakur is close. He's a big name or whatever, and he brings in some money. Now that Shakur is gone, there's nobody even close to Tank Davis as far as generating money. All those guys are $100,000 fighters, and nail one of those guys are $1 million fighters. They all $100,000 fighters.
now,
That's true. I mean, Abdullah Mason, Jadar Herrera, Raymond Mortala, Albert Bell, Andy Cruz, Kid Austin, Lucas Body, Lamont Rose Jr., the Williams Zepeda, Joe Cordina, Ricardo Nunez, Sam Noakes.
None of those guys are $1 million fighters.
Yeah.
And I said $1 million. I ain't even say multi-million. I just said $1 million.
Yeah, man. Like, so,
I guess, but you feel like Tank is going to continue to fight where he's comfortable, Smoke, or do you feel more so foresee him possibly making that move to 140? Because, like you're saying, it's not no big money fights. For honestly, maybe Abdullah Mason would be a huge fight, but that Tank will be more so selling it. We all know Abdullah, and I feel like it will be considered somewhat of a dangerous fight. But from a casual perspective. But what's your thoughts on Tank going to 140 versus staying for any options at 135? Are there any options at 135?
it's whatever. Like this is on some like mini Canelo. It's pretty much whatever he wants. That's one. Two, don't be surprised if you see him go down to 30 for some work, bro. He's like, you gotta remember, man, the dude is he like, okay, he hit really hard, he can fight, but he's the littlest dude out the butt. So
I want him to take that Navarrete fight at 130 for the unification. Might as well.
And so when I'm saying like at 40, like when the last time Tank fought at 40 and they asked him, how do you feel? He was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. So like, what else do you want that man to do? Like, okay, you don't like? No, I don't like it.
See, this is my thing. Everybody just assumed Tank Davis was going to 140 because that's where Pitbull Cruz is fighting. It's not necessarily mean that Pitbull can't come down to 35 and fight Tank Davis.
Yeah, the WBL definitely come into play on that.
Because it's not like that Pitbull Cruz is the biggest guy at 140. He can't make 35. Pitbull Cruz is smaller than Tank.
Right.
I mean, let's not forget, Pitbull Cruz is smaller than Tank. Yes, he fought at 140 for 3 fights, but that doesn't mean that he can't come to 35. So that's why I was trying to figure out where people got the report that Tank was going to 140. I heard everybody say, "Oh, Tank going to 140," but I didn't see no report that Tank is going to 140. Everybody just assumed because they said Pitbull Cruz that he was going to 140.
Yeah, because Pitbull has that interim title, so yeah, that's people just jumped the gun.
Listen, Pitbull already made it known if Tank Davis wants to fight, he'll come back to 35 and fight Tank Davis at 135.
Absolutely. I want to ask Ja about that Go ahead,
That's just
Smoke.
people talking. That's people. Tank ain't spoke in a while, right? Right? He ain't
But
spoken.
hold on. He did say he was fighting Pitbull when he got back off his leg injury.
No, but I'm saying though, he ain't spoken a while though, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
Right.
ain't getting like no interviews and like you ain't been able to get no quotes and be able to, you know what I'm saying, go make a lot of money off of, you know what I'm saying, video that you talking about Tank, and then everybody went crazy talking about Tank. So you gotta start making up stuff. You feel me? Pushing that. Get it, see how far it go. That's what it is, man. Definitely, in my opinion. Because if you ain't heard the man say nothing, then how you know? Who told you this? Where'd you get it from?
Mm-hmm.
So when they be like, well, how come you can talk about such and such, but because these dudes doing all these interviews trying to get viral moments. Like I just looked at Abdullah Mason standing next to Keyshawn talking all that smack, who looked desperate, by the way. And that's one of my fighters, but you look desperate. Abdullah Mason, I'm pointing at the same size.
Yeah, I keep telling people that Keyshawn be pump faking. He just be trying to drum up interest, kind of like he'll call somebody out knowing he ain't trying to fight the dude. Like Keyshawn called out Abdullah Mason the first time and moved up.
Ja, you back?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I was in the
Appreciate you.
doctor's.
Hey, appreciate you pulling up, Michael. Hey, I gotta ask you about this, Ja, and then we're gonna open up. You know, we're gonna cook on this. And shout out to Micah joining the membership. Appreciate you, Micah.
Damn, what you looking at, nigga?
Somebody's in your face.
So like they almost need to get a neck brace for this nigga. Damn.
Now, what's your thoughts on Tank going to 130, Ja?
130.
And
Who we
potentially
fighting?
going to
Shaggy?
Navarrete, the unified champion.
Oh yeah, whip his ass real quick. He a little tough one, little Nav. Go ahead, whip his ass at 130. They can't do it. Shakur can't go to 130. Pitbull can't go to 130. Keyshawn can't. Keyshawn can't even fight Abdul at 135.
Right.
You know what be a big fight though?
Let's do it again,
I mean,
man. Just like Leo.
It'd probably be easy for Tank, but Monster. If
What
he
they
if
gonna
they
do?
met
They
him at
just go. Some
130,
people gonna pretend like they mad, and then some people gonna keep it honest. That's sad. They just envy Tank. You gotta look at Tank, the only one that actually been homeless before out of all these fighters that didn't grow up in a household like they did. They feel like if he could do it, then they could do it, and they feel like if he got something, then they feel probably envious because they feel like they deserve it more than him. Like I come from the middle class, like the hell this lower class guy think he is, because all of the messy stuff be coming from people from other camps and squads. They be saying all the little trifling stuff that make the black community look trifling. Tank do little stupid stuff too, but it be all on him. Everybody else be trying to like step on another man's toes.
Yeah. You are. And Micah, Britt, let me ask you this, Micah. Appreciate you hitting the panel. Now, what's your thoughts on Keyshawn Davis, and like, do you want to see him go to 147? I mean, I don't foresee him going to 135, right? So, or do you feel like he should occupy 140, and what's the best fight for him at 140? Talk to us.
I would rather him fight like Gary Antoine or Richardson Hitchens, but I wouldn't mind him moving up to 147 because 147 is a little weak right now.
You said 147 a little weak right now. It's funny how when Dev pulled up to 147, it seemed like now everybody's saying it's weak. Like Norman Jr. just wasn't laying. Come on, it might be.
I feel like I just think that because of how it used to be. They used to be Earl, Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. You know, it used to be like star-studded. 147. Now it's like
what I said. It's named.
Virgil, all of them was there, and right now, I mean, it's a bunch of 35 pounders running 147 right now.
You should have known that anyway when you seen them 35 pounders. You should have known like
And moved up out of there. Soon as Devin came up, Boots was like, "Nah, I can't." I'm not saying that's why, because Bill even said that's probably not why. But hey, that's what it looked like.
So now Boots avoiding Devin.
I don't know. Bill said he wasn't, so I just got to go with what they say, because it just looked weird. And then he tried to bring him up to 52, and he ain't even fought at 47 yet. I thought that was weak. He should have just said no, just like he did to Tio. Like, no, you know.
Well, you keep asking though. Like, I'm trying to figure that one out. You keep asking, and I just
Man, that's cat, man. You talking about Iron Fighter, you duck.
Yeah,
especially if you riding with Devin Haney, how they be yapping, like the people surrounding them, and you didn't accept the offer, you ducked, and that's the end of it. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Oh, he wanted to come out. He talking about fighting Xander at 154. Make it make sense. Get out of here. They only had one fight. Or was it two fights at 147? How you got to fight Xander at 154 now? That's phony.
Who's the one that turned down the fight? What you talking about?
Who turned down the fight?
He literally said, Boots said, let's fight at 152. And his response was, I ain't fight at 147. So that's turning it down. That's ducking by the Devin Haney squad standards. He turned that down. He ducked.
I gotta referee this, but I want to hear more of it.
Listen, dude,
I need you to respond, Michael. Cook on it.
The whole premise of him challenging Boots is he wanted to beat the best champion at the weight class. That's what it was. That's why he went and fought Brian Norman instead.
That's cap. That's cap. He using Boots' name for clout because Boots is like a boogeyman, so he act like he want to fight him. It ain't about the belts, because he said
hold on,
first moved up, I'm about the bread.
No belt at 152. That's what Devin does. He takes his belt.
Hold on, Michael. Boots didn't have his belt neither. He had already dropped his belt. Boots had told them in June that he was moving to 54. Devin Haney tried to make the fight with Jerome Boots in July. He had already
he did not drop. It wouldn't have made sense. When did he fight Issa Malima? Come on, freak. We're not gonna do that.
Any way they can. That's crazy.
No, matter of fact, it was November. He fought him in November.
Just like when
Devin Haney did. Look at that though. You keep talking about the belts. Devin Haney never once talked about the belt. He said the weight was the issue. And then right after that, he wanted to challenge Xander at 154. So that should be he said the weight was the issue.
He did not say the weight was the issue. He said
that's
he was
a lie. I'm done with this.
Bro, you making stuff up. You literally make
no. This is no. Let me help Jock.
No, you lying, and I'm done with this bullshit.
Me sorry for what?
Come on, hey Jock can't hear me. This B3SPN, man. Come on, Jock. We got a little feedback.
My fault. Apologies for the foul language.
Appreciate you, Jock. Let me say this real quick. It's a little feedback. Hold on, Michael. Let me say this real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all get. Whew. Man, let me get in this. Now, this is the situation. Devin was looking to move, of course, after the Jose Ramirez fight. They were looking at options, and Devin was, of course, is at 147. Boots was still the man at 147 at the time. So what happened was they wanted to offer Boots at 147, even though we all know Boots was moving out of the weight class. That was already reported. That Boots was talking about moving out of weight class and Well, for whatever reason, he can't make the way he moved up and fought Usman Lima, right? So they offered him the fight. They countered, I guess, at 152. I guess they said it didn't make any sense for them at 152. So it was no fight, right? So that's really just what happened. Um, because it wasn't gonna be anything on the line. It didn't. I guess it didn't make sense for them. That's really what. So that's everything that happened.
No, I agree. I agree that it was nothing on the line. But my whole thing is when you offered the fight to Jerome well, when Devin offered the fight to Jerome Buchanan had already made it known he was moving to 54 and he was dropping his belt. So there was no belts on the line. Jerome said, I can't make the weight anymore. I'm moving to 52 with 54. If
The
you want
belt
to
was
fight me,
built until
if you
he
want to
moved.
fight me, you can fight me at 52.
Right, Glenn. What's happening, Glenn? Appreciate you pulling up.
The
He said, if
belts
you
weren't
want to fight me, you
vacated
can fight me at
until
52. I'm moving to 54. He done already told him.
he officially moved up. He still had the belts at 47. Doesn't matter what he said he was gonna do.
He still
He
got the
still
belts
had
right
them
now because
until
those
he
are his belts. They
officially
will
he
always be his
didn't
belts.
he
But
hadn't
he
officially
dropped
moved
the
up.
belts in the weight class.
He hadn't officially moved up yet. He wasn't even in the rankings yet.
It
Just
doesn't
like
matter if
Keith
he's in,
Thurman.
it
Just
doesn't
like
matter
Keith
if he's in
Thurman.
the rankings or
Just
not.
like Keith Thurman talking about he going to 47. He ain't put himself in the rankings yet. T.O. did.
No, it does not matter if he's in the rankings or not. He didn't fight a
All right, bro.
champion. It doesn't matter if you're in the rank. He didn't fight a champion. He fought a guy that was number 9 in the daggone IBF.
All I'm saying is he still had the belts until he officially moved up.
Let me say
He,
this real quick. Let me jump in, Michael. And I just looked it up. Boots officially vacated his belt November 8th, 2025. So, I mean, he could have definitely, if he wanted to still fight at 147, he could have fought, somebody at 47 if he wanted to for the titles. Because they didn't take him from him until later on in that year. Um, but I mean that he wasn't fighting the weight class no more. So that's like, you know, we can definitely move on. But I fell off and fell in. Where we at with it? Michael, talk to me.
I was just saying,
Real talk though, it ain't all that animosity or nothing.
I was
I
saying
just
was
feel like every time y'all say somebody ducking Devin, like it's
I never
another
said
clout
he built
chase.
Devin. I never said he built Devin. I said I just wanted him to say no.
He did. He
Just
said, Devin, we can fight at
just
52.
say no.
He said it right. He said it right.
Because
He said, Devin, we can fight at 52.
If that's the case,
y'all said Devin
everybody
ducked.
need to move
You
down.
said Devin ducked. I didn't say Boots ducked. You said Devin ducked.
I don't think even one of them ducked. I think
No,
Devin. I just think Devin didn't want to go to 52, and I think Jerome said no. I'm not coming back down to 54. I mean, or 47.
Devin is chasing tangibles, stuff that you can see on paper, belts.
That's not always true. That's not always true.
All I'm saying, when he the huh?
With a Ryan, come on, with a Ryan fight, but
He fought Ryan because he wanted to fight Tank. He wanted to see if he could beat Ryan better than Tank. A lot of fighters.
and not only that, that would have been a title defense too.
Jose Ramirez did nothing for him.
It ain't go to huh?
No, well, that was the
There was
tune-up.
no title. There was nothing on the line.
No, he tried to fight title holders. They turned him down.
And he tried to get an interim on the line. They turned that down too. They didn't want the brother to get an interim.
He tried to fight T.O. They ain't want it.
You tried to fight who?
Oh, T.O. definitely turned on the fight.
T and Matias, they told Bill that they'd get back to him in a week. This been the longest week I ever seen.
No, but you said he only fighting things that's tangible. I said that's not always true because Jose Ramirez, there was nothing on the line.
Jose Ramirez, he only took that fight because he was supposed to be doing a rematch with Ryan, and that's who Turkey put there. That's why he said that's why he didn't even that's why he fought him the way he did. He wanted to make sure he made it to the Ryan fight.
I mean, when he took the Ryan fight, that was only for money. That wasn't for nothing tangible.
It wasn't just
A title defense free. They tell AC will say that he wasn't a real champion if he don't defend his belt, right?
No. That was Devin's title. Ryan didn't have anything. That was
no.
Devin's title.
Ryan didn't have a title. He took that fight for money, but he took the fight so that he could try to beat Ryan better than Tank did. I'm telling you.
We're not gonna act. Hold on. We're not gonna act. Hold on. We can't act like Ryan just free.
That was around the time where they was offering Tank 20 million, right? Correct. That was around the same time.
Yeah, because Oscar Duarte just got stopped by Ryan. So Ryan was, that was kind of the best win around the time he stopped Duarte, who people still looking at as maybe like the number one contender at 140 right now.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't got no faith in bro.
Shoot, he beat Kenny Sims.
He was beating up Ryan until
he beat some people up.
He was beating up Ryan until he wasn't.
And let me say this, shout out to my brother Prize Fighter, man, putting some color in the chat. He said, somebody match me. Let's go. Man, we hadn't had every day we've been monetized, we didn't have color in the chat. So I'm thankful. Let's keep building.
No, all I'm saying is he wasn't fighting for anything tangible. He was fighting because it was a big money fight. That's all I'm saying.
I said Ryan was the exception. But typically Devin is chasing titles.
No, Devin said once he beat
and Xander
once he beat Cambosos, they wasn't looking for titles anymore. He was already undisputed. They only wanted big money fights. That's what came out of their mouth.
Well, then why he fought Regis for a title? He moved up and fought Regis for.
I understand what he did. I'm just telling you what he said out of his mouth.
No, I never heard him say he wasn't chasing titles. I never heard him say that.
Him and Bill said that. We don't care about the title. We want the big money fight. That's when they came out with the list.
Man, he just said that belts bring more money.
That's what he just said. I'm talking about what he said after he beat Cambosos. He said, we don't care about the belts anymore. We already did that. We want the big money fight. We're on to the big money fight. We already did the belts. That's what he said. Him and his father.
I gotta find that because I never heard that. I never heard him say that.
Literally what he said. Him and his father.
Because aside from the Ryan fight and the Ramirez fight, which was supposed to be the Ryan fight, the second Ryan fight, he's always been fighting for titles since he got his well, he had to fight Loma too, but that was just part of that contract. He had that shitty contract. That crappy contract he signed with Barbarian. So he had.
Before you do that, free. Before you cook on that, free. Let me just say this real quick. Shout out to AC Matching Prize, man. Thank y'all brothers for the support in the chat, helping us grow, helping the channel grow. The color in the chat is amazing. I appreciate y'all.
Bro.
Can you hear me? Prize, why he said Prize, why you want to trade Embiid? That's Prize did say that. That was wild work.
Go ahead, Freak. I did want to say something, but go ahead.
Hold on. We got some bad feedback on here. Okay, it went off. Okay, cool. Go ahead and cook on the free. And Juan pulled up, man. My brother just asked Juan, man. We cooking with grease, y'all. Let's keep working.
No, I was just saying, no, you do realize Devin got a list, and everybody on that list ain't no champion. So he's not just fighting for tangibles. He's doing exactly what they said. They want big money fights. They want big money fights. That's what they said they want, and that's why they came out with that list. Everybody that was on that list is a big money fight for Devin Haney. The only person that they added to that list, they said was an honorable mention, was Xander Zayas.
There was only a couple of people on that list that weren't champions.
Yeah, I could say everybody wasn't a champion. They were big money.
Most of the people on the list were champions. Aside,
it wasn't nobody on the list was a non-champion. Who was a non-champion?
Yeah, who was the non-champion on the list though?
Keyshawn was not a champion.
Yeah, Keyshawn had won the belt at 135.
Keyshawn wasn't a champion. Ryan wasn't a champion.
Ryan wasn't a champion. That's a fact.
Rolly wasn't a champion at the time that the list came out.
What we talking about?
Yeah, he
Was
did. Rolly had beat Ryan, right? Because that's why they put Ryan at the end of the list because he had lost to Rolly.
Rolly wasn't on the first list.
What we
Yes,
talking
he
about?
was. Yes, he
Was
was.
he?
Yes, he
The
was.
list that came
Yes, he
out when
was.
Norman. Yeah,
How you
Rolly
don't
was on
even
the
know
list.
the list? Hold on. How you over here? You don't even know the
Bruh,
list.
hush. Bruh, hush.
You know the list, fam. Like, that's crazy. Hey, Juan, what's good, Juan? I
Let
don't
me
even.
bring in Juan, Mike. Let
What's
me bring
good,
in
Juan?
Juan.
That's
Juan,
crazy.
talk to us, bro.
You know,
Ain't nothing much but a chicken wing, player.
what's going on with it, man?
Ain't nothing much. What's good with y'all?
Hey, Mike, you got to mute up, bro. You got a bad echo, bro.
Yo,
Appreciate
carrier.
you.
Yo, carrier. You don't even know the list.
Man, that list is wild work. Hey, Juan, man, let's get back to boxing, man. Everybody's excited. We got a full chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Prize AC putting color in the chat. We definitely building. Um, let me bring Juan in on this way from this perspective on the show.
What's good, G? Ooh.
They're talking about doing a 5v5 Queensberry versus Matchroom, right?
Right.
Now they are talking about Shiraz versus Pacheco. Break
Mm.
that fight down, man. What's your thoughts on that matchup?
I think Shiraz beats him.
Mm.
I think Pacheco, like as good as he is, he still has holes in his game. I think Shiraz beats him though. I think Shiraz, because of the Adames fight, people are gonna, you're gonna write him off and stuff like that. But like I feel like that kid is really, really good. And Adames gives a lot of dudes trouble. So it's not like, he's the only one that he's giving trouble. Like again, like he's gonna prove it this coming Saturday. Again, Adames is gonna, knock this dude out. But I think
Mm.
I think as far as that fight, I think Shiraz got some.
And you guys, so you expecting Adames to stop Ammo William? How much resistance do you have Ammo putting up against Adames?
I think he got some resistance, but I think later rounds he starts getting breaking down and just gets out of there.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's gonna be a tough fight for Ammo, but it's a title shot. It's in Florida. Now,
Now originally I did pick Williams, but after his last fight, I was like, ooh, I don't
yeah,
know.
against Wendy Toussaint. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how you do that there.
nah.
But again, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. It's the sport of boxing, but my cards are all in on Adames.
I mean, Ammo always is like he's like a big, strong middleweight,
Yeah.
and
I still got that echo. Oh, my bad.
it's just go ahead, Michael Cook.
So, never mind. No, I was just seeing if I still had that echo.
Nah, you good right now. You good. Yeah, you're definitely good. Um, Shout out to Coach Eddie in the building. Now, where was we? I don't want to out smoke. You still with me? Who you talking to, bro? Yeah, Smoke probably talking to his bro. All right.
Yeah, I picked him, but it was because of his last prior fights. He looked really, really good, and he looked like he fixed his holes. And then the last fight happened, and then
He
he just
had a
went to
change
the
of opponent, so
yeah.
everybody doubting him too. We got to see if did Adames have a weight cut issue on, because if he did, it's this fight still at 160.
Yeah, I think he had a weight cut issue. I think that's what it was, but I'm not really entirely sure what it was.
Yeah, but I say if he couldn't make weight, I feel like Louis the Q, PBC would make moves and move him up.
Yeah, nah,
Like he would lead up.
I'm pretty sure it's time for him to move up. It's just he probably
Yeah,
doesn't want to.
yeah, because of that championship. Yeah, he want that championship pay,
Yeah.
which I can't blame. I can't knock him for that.
Now
How
what
you
else we talk?
see,
What else we talking about today?
man? It was a lot of stuff going on. You already know, Devin Haney and Boots Ennis. Yeah, we was talking Devin Haney, Boots Ennis, um,
What
Smoke
now?
background. I'm gonna let Smoke talk to me.
What happened?
Okay, cool. All right, now we back in the mix. Where we at with the show, man? Where we at with everything? Just as far as
So,
It was a lot. It was a lot going on. Ja was in here. We was talking about Tank One. It's a lot going on now.
Oh, of course we
The
were talking about Tank because Ja was in here. Of course we was.
yeah, you already know.
He
You
talking
already know.
about Tank moving down to 130. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Work.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So
your
who? Wait,
what's your
hold on.
thoughts
Who?
about
Who?
that fight, man?
Who said that? Hold on. We're not gonna skip past what just Kerry just said. So who said that Boots ducked Devin? I want to hear this. Hold on.
Yeah,
Nobody
Who
said
said that?
Micah,
Boots
did you say
that.
Boost Duck
Micah,
Devin?
Micah said
No,
it.
no. I said
Micah said
Devin
it. Yeah,
didn't. I
dude
said
got the
Devin
right
didn't duck Boots. I never said
Oh
Boots
yeah,
ducked
yeah.
Devin.
AC is trolling, yeah, because
I
Ja
said.
Ja
You
was
insinuating.
Oh,
because
I
Ja
Carlos
was
said.
gonna
saying,
fry
You
yeah,
somebody
Ja
like
said.
said
fried
Devin
duck.
Doug Boots, yeah.
Yeah, I said even Boots. I said even Bill Haney said Boots didn't duck.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
did.
Yes, he
Michael
said
corrected you.
all of that, but still insinuating. Don't try to act
I
like you
ne-
ain't Ricky
if I
Bobby that, bro.
said that,
You
if I
Ricky Bobby
literally
that, bro.
said that he didn't,
You Ricky
how am I
Bobby that, acting
insinuating
like all that.
anything?
You
If I
Ricky Bobby.
literally
You
said
got
he didn't,
Garrett, you see what you be starting, brother?
all due
bruh,
respect.
if I literally said he didn't,
That's what he did.
if I literally said he didn't, how am I insinuating that he did? That's a contradiction.
I'm with
Yeah,
you on that, Michael. We got to
contradiction.
move on from it. Hey,
That's
now
crazy.
let me ask.
Micah didn't say that Boots ducked.
I
Okay,
said that Devin didn't duck Boots for not going to 152 because he was chasing the belt. He wanted the belts.
And
That's
that,
all I
right,
said.
that's when John said Devin did duck. And they was arguing
Yeah.
about
right,
the
right,
fact
right.
that Devin ducked. You never
Let
said
me
that,
bring
that Boots ducked.
Where the hell? Where the
let me
hell did
bring
Ja
in
say
one. Let
that?
me bring in one. Well, Ja was moving around, so he probably doing something. But let me ask you this one.
All right, all right.
This is Boots with the counter offer. Is the counter offer of 152 and Devin saying no to the fight because he didn't want to go past 147? Um, is that a duck in your opinion? Talk to us.
No, it ain't a duck. It ain't a duck. I think if you had somebody that already said he was moving up, and then you got somebody saying that he's moving up to another weight, it's really technically not even a duck. Now, if the question may have been that they had a fight planned, and they were like, "Look, listen, we can't make the weight, and we're gonna do it here at 152," then that's a different conversation. That's a whole different conversation. But if we're having a conversation of, okay, well, this was just made up, and we're sitting here saying, well, Devin and Boots can fight now because Devin's going up to 147, knowing that Boots was going up to 152, 154. That's not really a duck. That's just him. All right, well, if you really want to fight, well, I'm not going back down to 47. You can meet me here at 52 if you want to do it. But that's really not a duck, I think.
And I think the whole challenge was he was just trying to get them belts up off him.
Yeah. I mean,
And
again,
they said, well, he couldn't go to 152, but he could go to 154 for Xander. And I'm like, Xander got belts.
yeah. I mean, yeah. If we're talking like let's sit here and say if we're talking. All right, well, if Boost was going to stay at 147 and Boost said something else like that, that's a whole different conversation. But if the case may be that Boost already said, all right, I'm dropping these belts and I'm going up to 154, and he still doesn't have a belt at 54, then yeah, obviously, it's really not a duck. I think, yeah, like Mike was saying, Devin's chasing belts, chasing legacy. He's not really chasing the bag, he's chasing legacy. So if the
Yeah.
case may be that he just wants to chase belts, I'm not mad at him if he's gonna go take the Xander route. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Didn't
not
he
gonna be
fight
mad at him for that
Ramirez
because
at
again,
And
he's
that
47?
chasing
was
his
just,
legacy.
and they said that was a contingency
He
plan.
wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Ramirez at 47. They wanted 44.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
so it's not like he's not compromised before on the fight. I'm not even getting into it, but like it's semantics when you just start talking about it.
Yeah, for 10 M's, you gonna
I don't want
compromise a
I don't
little
want to
too.
hear nothing about
For
Keyshawn
10
until he
mil,
literally
and
put
whoever
pen
they
and
want to
paper.
fight on whatever weight.
I don't want to hear nothing about Keyshawn until he put pen to paper with somebody.
I
Man,
mean,
He
yeah.
just put that out free.
keep saying pump faking, man.
Oh,
That man, best fight he had of his career was Jermaine Ortiz. And this man
Keyshawn,
talking like
Keyshawn was, and
well,
he's
then
the best guy in the world.
he stopped Baranchik off of a title win. He beat a Hall of Famer,
So Barancic is in
Baranchik.
the
So
same. So Barancic is in the same boat as they're going Magnum off. Who the hell is he? Who did he fight?
yeah, yeah. I never thought
but at least,
Baranchik was good. That was just a
but no,
step
I
up to
understand, Micah.
Keyshawn.
But listen, and salute to the family T Hill pulling up. Listen, I understand that premise. but he does have a Navarrete win on his resume. So
Yeah.
Navarrete's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. So that's just the only difference.
Yeah. I guess, but
I mean, all right, hold on, but we
nobody
can't sit
thought
here and
maybe
say,
didn't.
That was the worst
Nobody
fight we ever
thought.
seen. But
but we
Nobody
can't sit
thought
here and say
Belichick was going to do
that's
anything to
it.
Keyshawn, man. Come on, man.
No,
we
you
can't we
talking
can't
about
we
you
can't even
talking
sit
about
here and
this
say that
man
though.
got a win over a career 130-pound fighter that moved up and got beat and went right back down, never came back.
That's what I'm saying. Keyshawn, and then
Yeah.
Keyshawn be pump faking. Like he called people out, then go on podcasts like, I knew I wasn't ready for him. I was just talking. Like, come on.
I don't
I
know.
don't believe.
I feel like Keyshawn. The only thing with Keyshawn is obviously the signature win. And even if we're gonna sit here and say, oh well, that Jermaine Ortiz is a signature win, that's really BS. Like,
Hold on,
go
I got to come back for free. Juan,
ahead.
free. Navarrete was daring to be great, man. So he get a pass.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you gotta also remember that dude is not a natural 135
got
pounder.
to. You telling me he's there to be great.
Yeah, but
Everybody move up
if
is there to be great.
yeah, but if Tank knock out Monster and Newey, you gonna give him credit for that?
For
Nope.
taking the tank fight, yeah.
No, I'm saying if
No,
Tank
I
knocked
give
out Monster and Newey, you gonna give him credit for that?
no.
Yeah, because they pretty much the same size.
I give Monster anyway credit for
Yeah,
stepping up the
Monster
fight.
will get credit, but Tank
I'm
ain't
not
getting
giving
no credit for that.
credit
That's an
for fighting a
easy
guy
outing for him.
122 pounds. He moved up to 35 or 30 to fight Tank. I'm not giving him credit for that. The same way I didn't give Canelo credit for beating
And that's why
Jermall
I don't
Charlo.
give Durant
Same way
credit for
I wasn't going to give Canelo
Durant.
credit for beating Bud. I'm not giving a guy that's two weight classes above beating a guy that's two weight classes below him. I'm not giving him credit.
Now
I give the
let me say
smaller guy
this.
credit.
Y'all give
Right.
Benavidez credit for knocking out Andrade?
Now
No.
No.
on the night of the fight, Navarrete was bigger than Baranchik.
Was
And Baranchik had a handful of fights professional, maybe like 14 fights. Navarrete has like 40 some odd fights.
Word.
So the
Yeah, so
fact
he
that he was
won.
hold on, the fact that he was there and stop, I mean, literally, I mean, I don't care what nobody say. I mean, he missed weight a couple times in 130.
Let me
So
ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Would you give Muhammad Ali credit for beating the guy that had 7 fights, or do you give the guy that had 7 fights more credit for beating Muhammad Ali?
you give
I
Leon Spinks the 7 fights
mean,
more credit. That's why I'm giving Baranchik more credit because
but I
Baranchik
mean,
with less fights beat the more
No,
experienced
what I'm saying is, would you
three
have gave
division champ.
Muhammad Ali credit for beating the guy that had 7 fights?
Yeah, if he's nice, yeah, why not? I mean, it's not the same level. It's different levels to it.
but we
You
got
got to look at
we
it like this, Free. Hold on, Juan.
we
Let me just say this
go ahead, do you think,
because
dude?
what I'm trying to say is this: nobody knew Baranchik like you were saying before. Nobody knew who he was like Madrimal. So this dude, about 35, 36 years old, he gets in there, irregardless, he's still the smaller man, and he beats Navarrete. Now, I have to give Keyshawn Davis full win for stopping him. I mean, now, he was the bigger man, too. Why Navarrete then went through all these divisions, stopping these guys, and Keyshawn Davis only had, he was champion in 10, 11 fights.
Tell
So,
me, hey, tell me, out of the 40 fights that Navarrete had, how many fights had he had at 135?
that
Zero.
was his first one.
Yeah, exactly. That was his first one. He got to a weight class that was way too much for him, and he got his ass whooped. That's what it was.
I mean,
That was the first
in the question of Tank, right? In the question of if Tank, I just
Yeah.
heard that y'all said
So
in the way in Tank.
basically what you telling me
I
is,
didn't know Keyshawn was so close in size to like
basically what you telling me is, V3,
Yeah, that
I'm
5 pounds.
you
That 5 pounds. 5 pounds. 5 pounds. Say 5 pounds there.
so what you
No, I'm
telling
talking
me is,
about the dimensions.
you're
Like,
gonna give Usyk credit for beating a guy that's 1-0. He's fighting a guy that's 1-0. You're gonna give Usyk credit for
Yeah,
that?
but this dude 284 pounds. Why not?
Man, get out of here.
This dude fighting
Well,
284 pounds, man. Come on, this dude is not.
I mean, but it,
This dude is literally. This dude is literally fighting JJ Watt. Of
You act
course.
like
I
Ethan
mean,
hasn't fought somebody else that was 284
Go
I
on.
mean,
Man,
it,
you
Remember,
JJ Watt.
I mean, in actual in actual reality, right? Let's sit here and say that if Tank is fighting anyway, right, and they fighting each other at 130, right? Why wouldn't you give him credit for that win? I mean, if you really regard it, let's sit here really regardless. Anyway, it's technically still one of the top 2 pound for pound fighters in the world. He's
It don't
fighting
matter.
one of the 2 best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? And
It don't matter with the weight,
Austin,
man.
man.
That's why it's weight classes. That's why they have a pound for pound list.
Okay, hold on.
So
We forget where this man
Hold
started
on,
at.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hey, listen. We can't talk over each other. Go ahead, Juan.
We forget where this man started his career. He started his career at 126. He is technically a natural 130 pound fighter. He is naturally that. He's fighting at 135 because he can make the weight easier than 130. That's the reason why he's fighting in at 135. He's technically a 130 pound fighter.
Incorrect. He's 135 because he grew up. He's an adult now. He's got his adult weight. That's why.
Come on, tell me this. Are you giving Xander Zayas a lot of credit for beating Shakur Stevenson?
Xander can't beat Shakur Stevenson.
If he beats him, I mean,
if you beat Shakur Stevenson, are you giving Xander Zayas credit for beating Shakur Stevenson?
Yeah, of course. He's fighting a better fighter than him.
He's fighting a better fighter. What are they fighting at? They're fighting at 54.
He's fighting, all right, but he's still fighting a better fighter than him. No matter what, it's still a better fighter than him.
I like Xander Zayas. I'm not giving him no credit for beating Shakur Stevenson, who's 140 pounds and he weighs 154. I'm not giving him no credit for beating him.
Yeah, he a big 154 too. Like,
I'm not giving him no credit for that.
That's like Fundora.
He's tall. And
yeah,
he's not.
That's what I like. That's like hold on. That's like saying you're taking away the credit from Floyd because he beat Canelo when Canelo was so young. That's what you're saying. That's what you're basically saying.
Canelo brought Floyd up. What you talking about?
Hold up, brother.
I'm saying in a hypothetical way. That's what you're saying. You're saying, oh well, if that's the case, then you got to take the Canelo one from Floyd because Floyd was so young. I mean, Canelo was so young. What are we really talking about? We're giving him full credit. That's full credit.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not giving this guy credit. Because the man is a bigger fighter. He's 2 weight classes above. The same way I wasn't going to give Canelo credit if he would have beat Bud. The same way I'm not giving Xander Zayas credit if he fights Shakur Stevenson and he beat him. He's 2 weight classes above him. He's supposed to beat him. He's supposed to. I give more credit to the smaller guy because he's fighting somebody much bigger than him. The bigger guy's supposed to win. I'm not giving you credit for something you're supposed to do. That's like giving me credit for being a father. I'm supposed to be a father. I got kids.
All right, let's hold on. Let me put it like this.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that when a smaller man. Hold on, Free. We're not gonna do that when a smaller man just moved up and beat Canelo, who's the bigger man. So
I give him
hold on. So that's
I give the credit to the smaller man, not
but
the
no.
bigger
What you
man.
saying it like it's like no. You saying it like it's just guaranteed. Like you,
All right,
you the
hold
bigger man. It ain't guaranteed.
on, three. I got a question. Right? Let's say here and say in a hypothetical world, right? Inoue decides to move up to 135. He has 3 fights at 135, right? Against top level contenders at 135, right? Whatever the case may be. And he decides to fight Tank right after that 3rd fight. Do you give him credit then?
Yeah, he got 35
Oh my God! What are we talking about? Come on, brother.
The reason why it's different is because he had 3 fights to prepare his body for that weight class.
I mean, he's been there for over a year.
Roddy never fought at that weight class. He went straight into fighting a guy for a championship. He lost. So that's 2 different things. You talking about a guy that's getting his body acclimated at the weight and a guy that never fought there and automatically going and fight somebody. Now, if Monster anyway coming in and fight Tank Davis right away, I'm not giving Tank Davis credit. I will give Monster credit if he beat Tank, but I'm not giving Tank credit for beating Monster because he's supposed to. He's the bigger guy.
Go ahead, Michael. Cook on it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, if Brian Norman Jr. knocked out Devin Haney, y'all would have been like, yeah, we knew that was gonna happen, right? Well, except me, because I'm the one that said Devin was gonna knock out Brian Norman. But I mean, it ain't happened. But shoot, I'm except me.
I mean, I picked Devin for a unanimous decision, but I mean, I would have if Brian Norman would have won, and I said the only way Brian Norman wins this fight is by knockout. He's not going to outpoint Devin Haney. He's going to have to knock Devin Haney out. He's not going to outpoint him.
A lot of people would be like, yeah, that's
It's blasphemy, Kerry. I'm trying to tell you, it's blasphemy. I'm hearing through my ears.
No, I mean, like I said, I'm looking at it the way I look at it. If you are a much bigger guy, I'm not giving credit to the much bigger guy versus a smaller guy. Now I give the credit to the smaller guy for challenging the much bigger guy. I give the credit to the smaller guy. I'm not giving the credit to the big guy. No, that's a bully picking on a little kid. It's basically what you're saying. You give credit to an 8th grader fighting a 5th grader, but you don't give credit to the 5th grader for fighting the 8th grader.
My boy Kerry said he's disbelief. Oh man, I have a disbelief, man. I'm just, all right, bro. Nah, yeah, y'all got it. I understand where y'all coming from. I feel like if scales pay the bills, it shouldn't matter what the weight is.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course.
I mean,
if you're nice with it, and no matter what, if you're nice with it, we've seen it twice in our lifetime, in between Floyd and then in between Terrence. We've seen it twice in our life, and even Pacquiao, if you really want to like consider that. But
I mean,
I feel like if we're really sitting here talking about it, listen, man, skills pay the bills. If you nice and you have it, you got it. No matter what. If you feel like you have it, you have it. That's it. Cool. If you talking all that hot stuff and you going up in weight and you trying to fight somebody, cool. Now don't take away the credit from the bigger man when he dusts you. Don't take away the credit from the bigger man.
What I don't believe, I'm not like Michael. I'm not like Michael. I don't believe Shakur beat Xander Zayas. I think he gives Xander Zayas a nice fight, but I don't think he beat Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas is too big, too rangy. I don't think Shakur beats him. I think he gives him a nice fight.
I mean, you got a point. You got a point. That's why Shakur would move up to 154 and fight Conor Benn, but not 147 to fight Devin, because it's different. It's a difference in skill level. Between Conor Benn and Devin.
Easy work for Shakur. That's easy work for Shakur. Conor Benn gonna come in there and try to overwhelm Shakur. Shakur is gonna sit there and outpoint him and make that man get tired.
Yeah, it'll look just like a stronger version of Tio for real. I feel like.
Now, what I will say, I gotta take back what I said about Virgil. I gotta take back what I said about Virgil because I said Virgil has never did anything in the sport of boxing compared to what Conor Benn is doing right now. I got to take that back about Virgil. He did a whole lot compared to Conor Benn. Conor Benn is about to fight Regis Prograis.
That's wild. I know you. How you feel about that fight, Free?
I didn't know that was real.
It's some bad feedback. It's some real bad.
Is it me?
Nah, it's Micah. It's Micah. Okay. Before Smoke, you back in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I want to listen. We got to cook on this real quick. Free, talk about this situation with Conor Benn. What's your thoughts on Conor Benn versus Regis?
That's nasty work.
That's trash, dog. This man is getting $15 million to fight a career 140-pound fighter at 150 pounds. This man, Regis Prograis has never fought more than 140 pounds. He's about to fight this man at 150 pounds. We've seen what Regis Prograis looked like when he was in there with Jojo Diaz. Regis Prograis is done. That man is completely done.
How long y'all think that lasts?
No, they're giving that man $15 million to fight Regis Prograis. I will be surprised if this fight goes 5 rounds. I would be surprised if it goes 5.
You think so? Regis talking like he can beat Connor. He don't feel like Connor's on his level. Do you feel like that's just fighters talk? That's what he's supposed to say, or does
Exactly.
anybody see a scenario where Regis beats Connor? Smoke. What's your
I mean,
thoughts, man?
I mean,
Talk
in
what's going on.
reality, if we're talking a couple years ago, then yeah, maybe I could see it. But now, like Free said, it's been done for a couple years. I think after the Josh Taylor fight, kind of
He
where
just
it went
beat
downhill.
JoJo though.
I mean, JoJo's not really good either right now. Like JoJo, again, this is things that I'm saying. JoJo is a career. Should have been a career 120 something fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he should have been. But because he liked to eat, he liked to eat and he liked to party. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what happens. You blow up in weight. But it's like you can't. I don't know. I feel like right now, Regis. No, I don't think right now. Like if we're talking about a couple years ago, where he was, he had all the confidence in the world, that's a different conversation. But I don't know. Every time I've seen this, ever since I've seen him after the Josh Taylor fight, there's no confidence there for him. So I don't know how he expects himself to beat somebody that's one way bigger than him, and then two that's a little younger than him, and he's hungry. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how he gonna beat him. But hey, listen, man, if he beats him, have thoughts to him. I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, man. I don't smoke. Who you got in this fight? Conor Ben versus Regis. And what's your thoughts on this matchup, man? I don't know. Smoke. He said, "Where's Smoke?"
You said Conor Ben versus Regis?
Yeah, what you think about that?
Wild word.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Yo, I swear to God, my laugh not contagious.
I'm trying not to laugh. Like,
Trying not to everybody laughs.
Are you serious? Like,
yeah.
Like, I like. Listen, back in the day, I love Regis, but you talking about Regis now, like at $150. Like, that's like, what are we doing in boxing now? Like, but like, and
I thought Regis.
where does he even come from? Like all the people you could have fought, Regis.
Yeah.
Regis right now. Like,
that's crazy.
It's your payday, but like,
the real question is,
I mean, how much could he possibly be getting paid for that?
What did he say?
I said, how much could he possibly be getting paid for that?
For Regis?
That's what I want to know how much Regis getting. If Conor Ben getting 16, how much Regis getting?
Probably 3, 4.
All these interviews, and the number ain't came out yet.
I'm saying probably 3, 4. I'm saying it was 3, 4.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He probably. I mean, even if it's 2, he definitely getting a nice payday.
I still just don't understand the fight.
I don't either. That came out of left field. I thought it was cool.
I mean, I get it, and I get it. Like,
I'm not going below $3 million. I
get the move from Conor Ben's side because you want to get him back in the ring as fast as possible. You want to get him his rest off and stuff like that, and then you don't want him to shed all those pounds same way that Roy did all those years back and then get knocked out or something. You know what I'm saying? They don't want him to do that. But on Regis' behalf, I don't know what you're doing. Because to me, you should have been moved up to 147 pounds after the Josh Taylor fight. That was my decision. That would have been my decision if I was his team.
We're like 37 years old now? 37, 38?
Yeah. And the Josh Taylor fight happened when? Yeah, and the Josh Taylor fight happened when? 4 or 5 years ago? So you should have been moved up.
2019, 2018.
Yeah, you should have immediately after you lost, you should have been like, nah, I'm moving up the weight because that's your problem. Literally, that's how you can tell that's your problem. You're old. Now you're old. You're trying to make a weight that you can't make no more. Then on top of that, you're fighting all these younger dudes and getting pissed up at the time.
Yeah, Regis is 37, and he fought Josh Taylor in 2019, September 26, 2019. So, yeah, this is, I can't even believe Netflix is going to allow a fight like this.
Yeah, that's
I guess
crazy.
so.
That's crazy. Like,
I mean, again, and you gotta remember, you guys also gotta remember, this fight is happening on the other side of the pond. So on the other side of the pond, Conor Benn is a superstar. On the other side of the pond, who else is a superstar? Tyson Fury. He is a superstar.
so
And they're getting
And you
superstar
know who
paydays.
else? And you know who else is beloved over there as well, though? Regis Program.
Yeah,
They love
that's
Regis
why,
over
and
there.
that's why that fight is happening. If you kind of look at it, you be like, okay, I get it, but it's still a stupid fight. It's just
Hey,
Regis
B3,
both of them.
to be honest, hey, B3, you gotta have a drop for this fight. Like, come on, one of your drops got like, what you think about this fight? Let's ask you that.
Hold
No,
on.
we're gonna put panel. We're gonna put the feet to the fire with B3. Drop.
I drop it. Do I got something?
You got something for this fight. Like, let us know. Like, real talk.
Beat somebody first. Beat somebody first yourself. I ain't know
that. All right. We ain't got to talk about it no more. The host trying to get us to we the same thing you think. Next topic, anybody?
You're right. Yeah, it's just a bit. And listen, and especially because JoJo definitely had Regis out on his feet a little wobbly leg, and I mean Regis showed dog.
But that's what I've been saying though. I've been saying that for years. I've been saying it for years about Regis. He should have been moved up. I was like, you should have been moved up. I don't know where you were waiting. I don't know who you were. Like again, granted, yes, you got the Devin fight. That's probably one of your biggest paydays. But if you wanted to win another world championship, like you were saying the whole time, you should have been moved up.
Right. Now the height, the dimensions though, Juan, what you think about that? Do you feel like his dimensions kept him at the 140? You know, he got shorter arms and
No, but you can tell like his back, his legs are kind of big. Like
I look at Regis Program. He got the same dimensions as Tio. If Tio can move to 47, Regis can move to 47.
right.
Yeah, like you should have been moved up.
Wait.
Shit, Josh Taylor should have moved up too.
Jump in, Smoke.
Let me bring this back around because y'all being nice, and because there's got to be another topic. I really want to talk about why Charlo ducked this fight, but here's the thing, y'all being nice.
I got another drop for you. You want to move on, Smoke?
But here's the thing though, like we can end it on this. This is an ass whooping this boy gonna get.
Oh,
Regis. Yeah.
Well, and that, like, you know what I'm saying? I like that. Like, you can say that on ESPN. That's what this boy gonna get. Like, I mean, I love Regis. Like but you didn't go to 47 when you should have, and now all of a sudden you just gonna
yeah.
You gonna get spanked. Boy. You gonna get spanked, boy. Like it ain't gonna. This might be the end of your boxing career. You might want to go over there with Austin Trout with the bare knuckles.
He might be doing the flip.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
You said you want to talk about the Charlo thing.
Yeah. Like,
start it off, Micah.
Yeah. Really. They got everybody hyped about him getting a title shot, and then all of a sudden you not taking it, and it's all now we got Jaime.
It's because it's a different it was a different date that he probably felt like he couldn't make the weight in that time. He wasn't gonna be ready. They moved it back to May.
How much he coming down from, Micah?
I have no idea what he weighing right now, but when the Charlos ain't got no fight, they be pretty big.
I don't know. How did the G Unit song say?
That's more than 200 pounder, bro. Like, let's be
real. Them boys be big on the off season. Like when they not fighting, these boys be fat, drinking and stuff.
200 pounder, man. Like, hold on. Real talk. And like, come on, man. If you was eating that good and you 6 feet, you definitely gonna be around 200 pounds when you ain't that nice. Let's just be real. Be real. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I'm not 200 pounds because I don't got money like Charlo to eat that good. Or I definitely be 200 damn pounds. I'm a $185. know what I'm saying? I'm just
Well,
telling
I'm
you, like,
49 and I'm
you know what I'm saying?
257.
Word, living in New York, like, listen, I get out, but listen, I'm good. But listen, if I was living in Texas, I'd definitely be 200 pounds. Easy.
Hell yeah.
And that boy, and like getting down to 68, if he can't get down to 68 in how long?
Yeah, that's just like Spence. Like people be thinking they weigh the same. Nah, Spence be blowing up to 185 between fights. Like it's the off season. You feel me? So I mean, in the original date, was it the original date like at the end of June, and then they moved it back to Cinco de Mayo?
You got all that good eating down, man. Like that's why I don't like I get kind of mad, but I don't when they be talking about Zion. Cause man, look where he at. If you don't want him to eat, you gotta get him out of New Orleans. You gotta get him out of New Orleans.
Yeah, but you gotta have the discipline, especially if you're a boxer. You gotta have the discipline.
You know, Charlo ain't got no damn discipline.
Nah, it's a fact. You don't, but you gotta have it. You gotta have it because if dudes like Bud that dudes like Bud made weight easily all the time. Dudes like Bernard made 160 after, mind you, way past the time that he should have been moved up. Was making 160 easily. You should be living like a Spartan if you really wanted to come back. And just telling me now you're not living like a Spartan.
Juan, let me say this real fast, Michael.
Huh?
Let me say this real quick. And I don't know, it's like, what kind of, like, you got a little audio echo, right? But let me just say this because
my bad.
Okay, yeah, this the headphones or something like that. But and to AC, listen, man, you want us to get on Micah? Just already broke it down. He wants us to get on Jamal, right? But ducking. Now, if the brother can't make weight, he can't make weight. So it be not so the fact that now, how about not agreeing to the fight, right? And not messing up the event. How about you do that? So I'm not gonna say he's ducking now. If he can't make the weight, he needs to it's unfortunate for us as boxing fans. But that's him. That's a discipline issue. So I'm surprised that he's not already that he hasn't known about the fight for a while now. So it is unfortunate, man. It is unfortunate.
If you look at like if you look at Spence, like Mike, I think it was Michael who was just saying it. If he's walking around at 185 and cutting all the way down to 147, that whole time, bro, that's him living the life, doing what he needs to do. Now, granted, yes, it would have made his life easier if he had stayed at a lower weight class off the off season, but at the same time too, he's making it with no problem. So at that point, hey, live your life. But Mel's
wow. So Bella said everybody's saying Maul ducking. Interesting.
Yeah, Maul is ducking. Maul living like ducking, bro. Like he one, he's undisciplined. Two, I don't know what's going on with him. He's ducking. That boy's ducking.
But when he accepted the fight, it was at a different date. They moved it back. So maybe he just feels like he can't make the weight within those time parameters.
I don't know, bro.
Mike, good work.
If you're making the weight, if they moved it back, right? Let's say if this fight was happening in May and now it's happening in June, you should have more than enough time to make the weight.
No, they moved it up, Juan.
They moved it up?
Yeah, because the fight is going to be on the Zurdo Benavidez undercard.
How long is that? Was that May?
May 5th, yeah.
And what? Hold on. And what? What's the date today? Somebody tell me. All right. So you telling me in 6 weeks you can't make it down from 200 pounds to 168?
There you go, Juan. That's what I'm talking about. You do not turn down. Like, come on, man. You talking about you a champion, bro. Like, come on, man. You got
seriously. I'm asking you and Mike this. From 6 weeks, in 6 weeks, if you guys were to go on a diet, whatever weight y'all at right now, right, and y'all was to make a goal, in 6 weeks, y'all couldn't make that weight?
Yeah, we ain't even pro boxers, but yeah, I'm gonna make that weight.
I'm a heavy
That's all I have to focus on, and I have a nutritionist. Oh yeah.
Well, listen, here's something too. He been training, so he should be around 185.
No, what I said was just a theory. I don't know for real. I was just thinking. I was thinking.
I don't. This is so I'm with you. I'm with you on.
Now, what people don't know, because obviously you're gonna have to get schooled a little bit, is prior to them signing the fight, you're usually in a mini training camp. So you're in a mini training camp, and on top of that, you have 6 weeks. 6 weeks, 2 months prior to the fight to make the weight. So if you have a down 2 weeks and you can't cut weight for 2 weeks, you still have 4 to 5 weeks to cut weight. Telling me you are a grown man that's been doing this for 20 plus something years, and you can't make it weight?
This your profession. Listen, if you trying to defend this, bro, you need to stop. Like, come on, stop it. Don't try to defend this. Like, you don't gotta take every case. Sometimes you can say,
but I like, but the way Michael laid it out was nice. I liked it, but here's the situation. One,
you should not pick up every case. Like, every case ain't for you to try to win it.
Listen, bro. Some cases you're gonna lose. Some cases you're gonna lose. So leave them alone.
It look bad on your record. Like, what was you even thinking taking that case? Listen, as long as
he's going blows, Smoke.
And do we know who was in the mini training camp?
Hold on, Michael. Y'all can't talk at the same time.
I'm just saying, as a defense lawyer over here, and also a prosecutor, listen, don't take this case, bro. I rock with you. Don't take this case because I make content on.
Let him work on it a little bit more. Smoke, go ahead, Michael.
All I was saying was, do we know he was in a mini training camp? Did he know he was going to be in this training?
Yes, bro. Because even if right, let's sit here and say, right, most fighters all know who are they gonna fight before even it's announced.
Yeah, before it's announced, but it's
before it's announced, and most of them are already in camp because most of them are looking for fights, actively looking for fights. So if you're actively looking for a fight, you should be in camp. No matter what, you should be in camp. Well then that goes under undisciplined.
Go ahead, Michael. But I just want to hear you just keep digging the damn hole before I just let you stop, man.
You ain't countered my argument at all. All you said was
there is no argument. That's the problem. There's no argument.
Well, then tell me where I'm wrong.
The man, listen, this is your profession, your whole career. You do nothing else. You should be close to fighting weight at any given time. In 6 weeks, the way that they can contort and trim the body, and with this nutritionist and the trainers and what you've been doing already know, there's no way that you shouldn't be able to make 168.
Not to mention, Smoke, you just had a long period of inactivity where we didn't see you because of whatever outside of the ring issues you had going on. So Jamal is all the way out of pocket.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the first beginning of the show. Well, at least when I jumped on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that people were saying that Ammo Williams was doing a fast turnaround for a title shot, but he got it. But his career, he needed a title shot whenever he can get it. Maul, you just gonna turn down a title shot? Be back at the top of the division?
Wow.
You just gonna turn it down?
Versus
I'm not ready. Like, if you
jump in, Josh.
Like everybody else, man, you gotta crucify him.
Who am I supposed to turn it down from?
Resendiz.
Yeah, Armando Resendiz is the guy that just beat Caleb Plant. He upset Caleb Plant. We made money on that. Shout out to Resendiz. And now what the reports are, they were supposed to fight. Hold on. We're gonna run it down. Reports are they were supposed to be Resendiz, Jamal Charlo in June. They moved the date up to the undercard of Benavidez and Zerto in May. Reports are Jamal can't make the weight by that time. So Jaime Munguia got the title shot. Being
And
I
that,
mean,
so
The
now
guy
the
that
people are
got
saying that
knocked out,
Jamal ducked the fight.
the
I
guy that got
mean,
knocked out by the second.
he probably ducked though, but I feel like we missing that. His long layoff might have not helped him. Like Jamal big, he could be like heavyweight size with that layoff. And then
Yeah, 6
the biggest thing is like, man, Jamal Ben needed serious therapy. He need that.
Yeah.
John, that's
need
unprofessional, John. That's
This is
unprofessional.
what I don't understand. This is what I don't
Let D free. Let
understand.
D free kid
It
get in,
is
y'all.
unprofessional. He need therapy.
Yeah, we
This is
talking
what I
about
don't
Jamal
understand.
Charlo. He ain't never been professional.
I gotta say,
He could easily lose this fight because he need therapy.
Go ahead,
I
Frank.
gotta say Jamal ducked the fight because I gotta say Jamal ducked the fight because they just announced that fight that they agreed to the terms. They just announced that they agreed to the terms like a week
Yeah, a
ago.
few days ago. Yeah, it was not wasn't long at all. You're right.
So if you agree to the terms, you knew you was fighting on the undercard of David Benavidez, and it's not like that's next month. That's 2 months away. You
6
can't make
weeks.
the wait
Yeah,
2
Jamal
months.
will have to
You got
answer for that.
April, May. You got April, May. Like, here's the thing, too. Bro, if you can't make that weight, bro, that's being like and somebody saying that Jamal never been professional. Has Jamal ever missed a weight in his life?
He has not, and he not about to.
So how has he never been professional? No matter how you think his antics is, he's never missed weight.
We ain't gonna never see the best Maul unless him and his brother resolve their conflict.
My thing is, if all
That's literally his twin.
If all fighters had nutritionists and hovered around the weight they supposed to be, then nobody would ever miss weight. But it happens. So I'm and then they be missing weight with 3 month training camps.
No, I understand all that. But
How long
you gotta say he ducked the fight because if you just agree to the terms of last week, if you just agree to the terms last week, and then you turn around the next day said, "Oh, I can't make the weight." You got 2 months to make the weight. So
6 weeks.
And for what we've been saying,
that's not that long.
No, but what we've been saying Jamal Charlo working out, getting ready for an upcoming fight. If you was getting ready for an upcoming fight, you should be draining yourself or losing weight to get to the fight weight that you need to be at or somewhere close around it. So when they say, okay, this is the fight you're going to make, it's not going to be that hard for you to make the weight. Now you can just go in there and train for the fighter that you're facing instead of trying to make the weight.
But he coming off a layoff though.
You was correct when you said you should be draining yourself.
If you've been trying to get a fight, you should be getting yourself in shape to
Was he
get
trying
ready
to
to make
get
a
a fight though, or did they call him?
No, he was trying to get a fight with Caleb Plant. That's what they was negotiating the fight.
He was like last year.
They was that's what came out of their camp. They was negotiating a fight with Caleb Plant.
But Caleb had lost though.
No, it was after the loss. Jamal Charlo said he didn't care about the loss. He still wants Caleb Plant.
It was a year ago though.
I think Caleb didn't want that fight after he took that loss.
When you're a fighter and you trying to get a fight, you get yourself. You don't know when your number is going to be called.
We ain't heard nothing from him. He wasn't making no.
You gotta remember too. They were all saying when this fight happened, because I remember when this pay-per-view happened, they were saying, well, Maul and Caleb are supposed to fight because, again, of their history. They were supposed to fight if they both had won the fight. Because that night, who did Jamel fight? Jamel fought Jose Benavidez. So as soon as he lost, those plans went right out the window. And who was up next was Mercedes. So now, you knew he was fighting Mercedes for a year now. One. So yes, you could take your little 6-month layoff or whatever the case may be, right? But you still have 3 months, mind you, prior, because this is you negotiating with their whole team. You're still negotiating. You're still in camp. You still have to have a
It's something. You gotta know that you're going to have a fight around a certain time. So if you're having a fight around a certain time, you should already be in camp training. There's no way that you're telling me that you didn't know that you was fighting the date you was fighting when you, like Free said, already agreed to the terms.
Hey, Juan. Hey, Juan.
Hey, Micah, you got bad echo, bro.
Yeah, you got bad echo, Micah. Hey, Juan, how old are you, Juan? Real quick, how old are you, Juan?
I'm 30.
Like, do you remember? You ever watch the cartoon DuckTales?
Yeah.
He's Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
They all
He's Huey, Louie, and Dewey. He's all of them. He's Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Bro,
it ain't gonna work, Michael, because the audio too bad, bro.
He's all three, bro.
What you said, Smoke?
Quack.
What about now?
It can sound like a duck.
That's
walk like a duck. It's a damn duck.
No, y'all got me wrong. I never said he didn't duck. I was just giving you a reason.
Listen, it's cooked.
Yeah, give these fighters a break, man. Then he get a divorce. He fell out with his twin brother. Like, we obviously see he out of it. Like, he not ready for no fight right now, man.
I wasn't saying
of course he can't
duck.
make weight because he's too busy. Got family issues.
I was just giving you a reason.
So, John, what I'm telling you is that where we come from is it should be a lot of pain. You should be trying to extract out to somebody else. I'm not gonna keep all this in on me.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. And that all that pain can drain you. It don't always work in a good way. It can drain you.
Didn't T.O. try to do
especially
that?
if you're depressed. Depression, come on, yo. You can't just pain your way out of that.
How long you gonna be depressed? It's for a lot of money.
He could be depressed forever. He fell out with his twin brother. That could last forever, yo. Not just somebody like, that's my twin, his actual twin.
The reason that you fell out with your twin brother is because you were simping. Now,
the reason don't matter. The reason doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't.
Actually,
it only matter who you fell out with. The value of them in your life.
All right, cool. That's cool.
That's all that matters. The reason doesn't matter.
Hey, John.
That make it worse, actually, because now you fell out with your brother over a chick that left you anyway.
Your twin,
right? So you can't make no damn weight with all that beating you up.
Hey, John,
he need to box that first before he box another elite fighter.
I'll tell you this. There's one thing for certain. You definitely like on certain occasions when you have twins, you come in at the same time. Not exactly. Y'all be a few minutes or 3 seconds apart, but you definitely going out by yourself. And your action is what you gotta live by. So, whether your twin rock with you or not, your twin, your blood, that Keyshawn.
Man, you can't say that, man. That was your brother that was just on here earlier? That was your brother who was talking earlier? Y'all was like, we were just talking about you need some real people in your corner.
He right here. And listen.
Right. If you was to fall out with him, you could pretend like, yeah, I'm gonna just be disciplined. But no, that ain't how life works.
Nah,
man.
you're gonna be hurt in real life.
Yeah, you're gonna be hurt.
Forget my job.
It's gonna affect your whole life.
Yeah.
And you can't do nothing until time passes.
Imagine you can't see your nieces and nephews, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
No.
And then your kids asking, why can't we go to Uncle house? Why we ain't hanging out?
You at work driving that bulldozer thinking about
nothing don't even matter. Nothing don't even matter at that point. Ain't no money more valuable than somebody that's that dear to you.
But John, it's a reason why. Hey, listen, John, I'm gonna tell you something. My circle is so small because of so-called brothers that used to be that I couldn't care to be in their presence right now. So you'll find out who real when you weed them out. Definitely.
Hey, I think Maul was a real
one. Some people you just fall out with, like his real brother. It don't matter what happened between them. Like Cain and Abel. When Cain killed Abel, he was crying. He
How
was
long you
crying
gonna?
about it.
Ain't
That's
neither one
still
of
his
them
brother
dead
though.
though. Ain't either one of them
Ain't
dead.
nothing
They
you can
had a
do about.
falling out. They had a falling out.
If you fall out with your mother or your father, they gonna still be your father. It ain't gonna matter.
You know, and
That's
he's
a
still his brother.
those relationships is different than
And he's still
somebody
his
else's son.
brother. He's
When
still his
Rico
brother.
killed,
You
no, I'm
sit
just
back and you listen. You know how you build that relationship back up because your brother is always gonna be good. You build your relationship back up by just doing what you're supposed to do as a man, and trust me, it'll come back around.
Like if that was my brother,
You're
I
sitting
go.
around
If I was
moping,
Mel,
bro. Listen,
we had to duke it out. Fuck that. Cause
listen.
I'm not about to leave my brother.
Sitting around moping and whining, that ain't gonna help you, nigga. Stand on your
yeah.
10, get back up, get a title shot, whoop
Every
this home. Like, bro, we talking about bringing
every
it back. Listen, let's stop all this soft. Listen, bro, we are from where we from, bro. And where we
everybody
from,
don't get that mindset though.
bro, just saying.
It's
Like,
broken people.
I think they got the mindset, but everybody don't have the opportunity.
he
And
got
the
everything what you just said.
and the
He got,
Charlo brothers, they got that jock mentality. Like they
you know
act
what,
like
John?
jocks.
I'm gonna do the same thing you
So they
did
simple
earlier. I ain't
minded.
saying
They
nothing else about this,
vulnerable.
John. You right. You
They
know what,
easy
John?
manipulated. They easy to manipulate.
You got
Definitely.
it, John. You got it. You know
Nah, smoke. Nah, don't duck all smoke.
No. Rough on him now. No, he needs to know. Okay. He's always crying.
Mindset, and they
nah.
easy to
Let him
manipulate it. They
talk to
easy
him.
Just
like
saying.
Caressa
Hey,
Shields.
yo, B3, that was
She
perfect
like a
right there.
jock.
Turn it up.
You could say anything to trigger her, and she ain't gonna let it go. That's how the Charlo twins is.
That's a fact.
So I'm just paying attention to who they are. Like
Everybody don't got
they
that
need
mindset.
like maybe their older brother might be the more sensible one, but they need somebody in their corner because they just jocks. They just workhorses. Like I'm
And
a train, I'm a fight. Everything
I ain't
else,
arguing
somebody
with
else need to handle that.
you. You know what, John? You know what? You too young. I ain't arguing with you.
That's what the best
I
teams
mean,
got though. If they say if anything be happening with Tank, they be like, well, Calvin and Kenny, they gonna have his back. Who
10
Charlo and
years
them
from now.
got? They got nobody. People just gonna take advantage of their mindset and dog them.
10 years
look,
from now, when we
Like,
be
oh
it's
yeah,
like
we get
this.
the
Look,
opportunity to
wait,
dog some
listen
big,
real quick,
strong
real
black
quick.
men. Let's do it.
Real quick.
I got an analogy here. So look, it's just like, okay, I understand I understand where you're coming from, but like everybody don't got that kind of mentality. It's just like some people go broke and could get back. They could get it out the mud. Some people need government assistance. You feel me? I mean, it happens.
Yo,
Like everybody don't got the same
I
mindset to
feel
be
like
able to just
everybody
get back
need
in
government
there.
assistance.
I don't.
You can't
bro,
escape it. You
They
can't escape
robbing
the
me.
government
They,
assistance.
nah, they taking my money. What are you talking about?
bro, listen.
They
Yeah, but you
robbing
only
me.
able to make
What type
money
of
because of
mentality?
forget
What
I
type
that
of
though.
mean,
That's
I'm
mentality?
cheap.
making,
Hold
I'm
on,
making money because of a company,
No, I'm saying, what type
not
of
the government.
mentality you think you gotta have?
If you just get your money out the mud and you do something that ain't necessarily legal, you still gotta go through the
No, no,
government to do that.
no.
That's all I'm saying.
I get.
No. All I'm saying is, what type of mentality you think you gotta have? What type of discipline you
You
think you
gotta
gotta
have a strong head, man.
have? Yeah, bro.
You gotta have a strong mindset to be able to it's just like the dudes that the shorty cheated on them and they get in the gym and start putting positive energy towards stuff that's positive. Like everybody ain't gonna do that. Some niggas some dudes gonna break down.
So I'm
You know?
expecting. So what? So you telling me? Well, you know what? Your expectation is way lower than mine. So a
Yeah, because
champ.
Carlo, we know Carlo to be
Everybody
unstable.
gonna break
Hey,
down though.
no,
You
let me finish.
just
Let me finish.
bottling up.
Hey, hold on. Let me just say this real quick. I'm about to turn it to a road show. Let's keep working
There you go. He
and
gonna make
then
some money while we cooking. All right, I ain't got no problem with that. All I want to say is this right quick, like, bro, if a champion in 2 different weight classes, highlight knockouts, highlight knockdown. One of the pioneers that pushed the last generation before he gets into this new generation. You mean to tell me that I'm supposed to expect less than greatness from Jamal Charlo. No matter what, I gave him grace. I gave him 2-year grace. Big back problems, all of that. I knew what it was. You're not talking to nobody who don't know what it is. I knew what it was. Losing his kids, back and forth, court, this, that, houses, all of that. And okay, cool. That's over with now. Shane Mosley dealt with that. Floyd Mayweather dealt with that. Mike Tyson, Evander, all the greats. And I feel like you were one of those, bro. And I feel like you one of them hymns. And you like, time is now. And you expect me or anybody up here that be on B3 Pat, you just can't get up here. You expect us to fall for that? What you just like, bro? That's why I say some cases you ain't supposed to take.
What if he go in there and he lose though? Would it be a surprise? Like,
It don't
I can't believe he lost.
bro. See,
No,
that's
I'm just asking a question. Like, if it's like I'm not even disagreeing with what you said. I'm just asking.
It don't
a
matter
question.
if he lose.
If he go in there and lose, will it come up? His mental stability, will that come up?
So what? You went in there and
Fix
fought.
that before you fight. No. Don't do that. As a boxer, like, don't do that. You
How much
risking your life. No.
How much fixing you gonna do, bro? Eventually, you gotta jump in the fight.
It could be I never fight again type shit yo been through. And
So
he not
what?
Floyd or none of them.
Cool.
And
So
he only displayed athletic gift. Like, he gifted athletically. But he never displayed that IQ that Floyd.
John, let me walk away with about $6, $7, $8 million.
He ain't getting that for that.
And look at him as a fighter too. He been on a level where somebody want to call him out, and now he got to go back to a level where I'm hungry and I'm really got to stay ready.
Right.
But he hasn't had to do that for a long time in his career. Somebody had to stay ready for an opportunity for him. And they blackballed him. He should have been getting fights at certain times. He wasn't getting.
No. They blackballed.
It's bigger than just this. This simple. They did both of them. They blackballed.
You got the brothers mixed up. They blackballed Jermell.
They did both of them.
They wanted all the fights, but Jamal turned down all the fights.
Nah, that ain't how I see it.
Jermell didn't get blackballed.
How did Jermell?
Especially when you're talking about money.
Jermell was undisputed.
He didn't get the fight because he got blackballed after Canelo though. After he fought Canelo, he should have still been a man at 154. And they just pretended like he wasn't.
Every belt got stripped up now. But hold on, how did you get the Canelo fight? Who turned down the Canelo fight?
Jamal.
All right, I'm good. Y'all can talk about whatever else the hell y'all want to.
And he turned it down. He did. I don't really know that. What I'm saying is fights could be made, especially when y'all talking about money that's just not being made.
He just, I don't know. Yeah,
There's plenty other fights besides Canelo they could have made. The Benavidez fight on that undercard where him and Caleb supposed to fight each other, that was nothing. It could have been plenty like bigger fights than that for Jamal. They didn't want to make them fights for yo, and it's easy to do that to somebody like Jamal. All he going to do is go into depression, and he ain't going to know how to get out because you can't always fight out of depression. Sometimes you gotta just take time. If somebody like your family die, you ain't gonna be like, oh, that's over and done with. It could be 20 years later. Sometimes you gotta wait.
I'm not saying that he didn't duck. I was just trying to give a reason like why I think he pulled out. That's all. Like y'all trying to make it seem like I said he didn't duck. Yeah, it's a duck.
Nah, he ducked for sure.
But
I think he pulled out because he's not mentally stable. Like he could have been on one of them drama. Like, yeah, they did this and that. You know what? Forget that fight. He probably ain't even ducking away like he's scared. He probably ducked in an emotional way, like he doing something to somebody because he ain't taking a fight. That's why I see him doing it like that. Like, I'm gonna show them I'm not taking that fight then.
I knew it was something wrong with his mental when he let Caleb Plant slap him.
Right. I don't even think Caleb could really beat you in a fight. I think Caleb didn't take
No.
that fight after he lost because that took his confidence away. That he lost to his son. Like, I can't believe I just lost to my son like that.
I'm with you 1,000%.
Yo, Charlo
I'm
cut
with you.
Charlo a little bit on the spectrum. He just looked like, oh, I love Caleb. Like, but if they get in that ring, it ain't gonna be nothing like that, and we know that.
I don't think
Yeah.
Caleb Plant beat Big Carlo either.
The nigga Caleb probably did that for clout anyway, knowing who he was doing it to. Charlo probably didn't
Hey, let
even
me say
say
this. Let me say
say
this real
nothing
quick.
disrespectful like that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Blue knew this, but we doing members only panel, man. Everybody on the panel is a member. Uh, it's one click away. Everybody that has an iPhone is one click away. $7 a month. We showing up 4 to 5 days a week. That's like 32 cents an episode. Support the channel, help the channel grow. Even if you don't want to hit the panel, join the membership. We showing up and listen. We trying to have good content for the people. We need members. We need y'all to pull up on the panel. But we also have to keep the channel going. And this is grassroots, so it's definitely gonna come from the people. So we need that support. Everybody that blessed the Cash App, the PayPal, the Zelle. I appreciate y'all. Micah Larkin, salute. Micah joined the membership today. Prize hit you know, the super chat today. AC hit the super chat today. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all want to see the channel survive and keep pushing. So our 1 year anniversary will be April 15th. We're gonna do our first giveaway for members. I'm gonna do like a $50 cash app, so everybody will be kind of like in a raffle. And then we just gonna keep giving back as much as we can over time. That's just what it is. But let me say this real quick. It's 3 hours in. What's today? Wednesday? Today Wednesday. Okay, we got 2 more days. We got big fights this weekend. What else you got for me, Ja? Before we get out of here for today?
Man, I just participating in the conversations. I don't really feel one way or the other. The only reason why I say this stuff, I'm saying, 'cause I've been through it myself.
Right.
Like, I've been in a position where I act like I'm doing something by turning something down. I'm only hurting myself because I'm emotional, all types of stuff. But, like, I don't know. I hope Tank do come back and fight Love. I hope he heal up. I'm really looking forward to see Keyshawn fight. I don't know, just because his attitude, I feel like people get upset with him, but like he very entertaining and he a game fighter. I want to see him fight everybody. I think Shakur, the more older he get, he gonna be more vicious, and that's gonna be dangerous with that style. I look forward to seeing him actually be more vicious in the ring. So I know it's coming with age. Man,
Now,
Hey, man, I don't like that, John. I don't like that, John. I don't like that, man. I ain't giving that dude no damn pat. Listen, I can only
see that though.
So many years. I can only give you a pass for so many years, bro.
He cut throat, man.
I can only give you a pass for so many years, bro. Like, I can only give you a pass for so many years, bro. There's so many other fighters that went through so many other things that was worse than you. Crying, bro. I can only give you I gave you a 2-year pass. But
That's
like,
not a
man,
long
like,
time. That's not a long time.
I don't care like that. Well, that's I don't care. I really don't care.
And it's like it don't even matter you giving him a pass or not. And you look at the goods, he got the goods. And the time gonna only make it worse.
He ducked it. He just ducked this fight. He ducked this fight. He ducked this fight.
So hold on. Before you do that, how you see him at 168? That's the camp. That's the class he gonna campaign at, Ja. Jamal Charlo.
Oh,
Break down that weight class. Do you see
He
him being able to beat a Shiraz, beat a Canelo, beat a Billy? What's
he
your
could
thoughts on
be
those?
anybody. It's all with his mental. Like he need a
Yeah,
game plan and stick to it. He could beat anybody though. Would he? But he'd be a great fight for anybody at 168 for the fans going to tune in. Whoever, when Charlo fighting, we all want to see a fight because that's how good of a fighter he is.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. Micah, man, what you got for me, man? Appreciate you pulling up and joining the membership today, bro. That was lit, man. If you still in here and smoke outside of that, man, I mean, pretty much tomorrow is weigh-in day and Lester Martinez on Pro Box. We still looking for the announcement with Rolly and Devin. Uh, I mean, we got to see when they're gonna announce that. It's probably gonna come up here soon, right? Hopefully within the next, probably on the Fondora weekend. You know how PBC do. It'll
Yeah, that's
probably
my
be.
fault.
They
Me,
should.
probably I'll probably be back around later talking about how everybody on the low scared of the Lakers right now if they keep winning.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Hey,
if you
that's a
free,
great point.
I'll send you the link on that one later. Yeah, when it comes to this, man, I'm good. Like I have like, bro, I give you, bro. You know how long people give you before they start talking smack about you, bro? It be months, weeks, maybe a few days. I gave Charlo, you know what I'm saying? I gave Charlo 2 years after all the back stuff. When he talking about his back hurt, all right, because that's a basketball injury. You can't tell when the back hurt. So now, right now, like the way boxing needs Jamal Charlo and how I was looking at it, you know what? Hey, B3, I'm gonna see you that link on what I just seen on Jamal Charlo.
Okay.
And when
Yeah.
you see it, it's a different story when you're looking at it. Then you go back to yeah. Who's better than Jamal Charlo at 168? Literally, right now. Because everybody talking about his IQ and what this, that, and the third. He ain't never been no dumb fighter. Ever. You may not like his attitude or his antics, but he never been no dumb fighter. For the longest time, who had the best jab in boxing? It wasn't Devin Haney. It was Jamal Charlo.
Yeah, it was Big Charlo, yeah.
He definitely got the hardest.
I mean, he did drop that
But
dude with a jab, but he ain't the only one who did that.
And especially a big jab too.
I think Willie Monroe dropped somebody with a jab, but he just not as notable as them other fighters. There's plenty of good jabs in boxing.
I ask everybody to go back and do their research when they was talking about it. Best jab in boxing. They was talking about it was Jamal Charlo. And he had that big right hand. He didn't need combinations. Ask J. Rock Williams. Whether it was uppercut or overhand right or straight right. He had the best jab in boxing. And he had a big right hand. Just saying, as J Rock. On that note, man, hey, B3, I'm gonna get up out of here, bro.
I appreciate you. We're gonna close it down for the day.
Peace and blessings. Appreciate y'all for this.
Likewise, man. I'm praying for you, bro. I hope everything, praying over your health, man, and well being. And hey, thank you, Michael, man, joining the membership today. Appreciate Smoke. You already know, Ja. And hey, we definitely building. You already know we definitely working. Shout out to AC and everybody in the building. Prize. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support. Bella Faith. Vay was in here. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We be back tomorrow. But we did 4 shows this week. 4 shows. We got 14 active members. The membership been active and live since for 3 weeks now. So I'm thankful, man. And listen, we gotta do things a little different because it is what it is, man. We building, man. We growing. The grind don't stop. The grind don't stop. So we're gonna be back. We got a great weekend of fights coming up. So shout out to Matchroom Pro Box. I'm gone, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.
I need money.